Yeah, I started to pick it up a little bit last year in the playoffs, but obviously the Heat was going on, so not too much. Same
Yeah.
this year, but it didn't click for me yet until that last game. When they went up three, they scored three goals in like 5 minutes, and
Yeah.
then the Oilers were starting to come back. I was on the edge of my seat. Like I've never watched that much of a suspenseful sports moment in a long time, at least. And that's when it
What
clicked for me that this is kind of fun.
like people have been telling me that like the hockey playoffs are kind of like some of the better playoffs in all of like professional sports and shit like that. So I've been trying to like get into it, but like I ain't gonna lie, when basketball season going on and hockey's going on simultaneously, I'm not gonna watch hockey when basketball is on.
Yeah, well, of course. That's I guess one positive of the early exit for the Heat. But no, that shit was fun yesterday, man. So I feel like I was tuned in early enough to at least be able to celebrate a little bit tomorrow. But I was gonna say too, the part that actually makes it fun. I was told that in the playoffs they don't really fight that much. That's not the case with these two teams. They hate each other, and
They just
that
throwing the
aspect,
hand,
the physicality, that shit has been fun to watch.
throwing the good hands, brother. I'm always on that. Have you been making videos about like the Stanley Cup Finals or whatever?
Oh no, I gotta pay the bills, bro. That's why Donovan Mitchell with trade rumor number 17 coming out tomorrow. Got to pay the
Whatever brand
bills.
of music, baby.
What happened? Dan Gilbert tripped and fell in the shower. Oh, this is how it means Mitchell's coming to the Miami Heat.
Hey, brother, you have learned very well, and I'm very proud. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I am very proud of the way that you learned to manipulate these people into looking at your YouTube channel.
Well, I need this shit to end tonight because I think what's it? You could start negotiating with your own free agents the day after the NBA Finals. So I
Oh,
need some more shit to come out.
oh, shit, getting rough. You doing daily videos?
Yeah, man, because you got all these other people doing daily videos, and I'm like, fuck, I can't let them outwork me. So yeah, I've posted like 30 something days in a row now.
Fuck no, brother. I'm trying to find time to do like any content. Work has been whooping my ass, gang.
Yeah, and the no sleep I've been getting, that's starting to catch up with me too.
Oh, you ain't been getting no sleep, bro?
Well, I mean, I go to work, come home, play ball, do dinner, then I gotta spend the next, 4 or 5 hours getting a video out.
Brother, you better start doing them live streams. that shit, like, let that shit go, brother. Get you a live stream or two. Get some of that super chat popping.
Hey, I will say though, man, that's a great idea. But so on YouTube when you post a video, it shows you like a ranked 1 out of 10, like one
Yeah.
being the best. I
Mhm.
posted that video with Barai. That shit was a 1 out of 10 after like 20 minutes. I
Wait, I didn't
I
even see
use
the video. Barack came on the network on your channel.
Oh, you okay. You missed that one then.
I
Yeah,
I
That's
he
haven't I haven't
crazy.
I
Cause
haven't been locked in.
he
Huh?
sent you a message directly and you ain't even get it.
what's
I
up, Heaven?
haven't. I like what's up, Heather? I haven't been like locked in on anything, bro. Like I I have to work right now.
He
Like
basically sent you a YouTube version of a Cash App request and gave you a timeline.
I
So I
have
guess you
no
have
idea.
Say
failed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
it's
By the way,
it's like the if you don't got time, bro, it's like the last like 60 seconds of the video. If you want to see his personal message to you.
Adam,
Yeah.
Yeah. That man
Adam,
said you owe him money.
no, Adam Barra owes me $500.
He said you owe him 500.
I don't owe Adam shit. Adam owes me
Where
five
is
hundred
Judge
dollars.
Judy?
I will show the transaction. Adam, Adam owed me $500. That's what the fuck it was. Oh, brother,
All right. Well, I'm setting up the boxing match on the basement sometime coming up.
That
the
man
box.
like gave you like 48 business hours if I'm remembering correctly.
That,
I don't know.
that's crazy. I have not had the opportunity. Like I haven't been watching anything. Like nothing. Dog. Like I just literally stopped working right before this game started.
I think he knew that. You think that means he's scared?
No, he
Ooh.
knows. It's because every time I talk to Adam, like, okay, so he's owed me $500 for going on 6 months now. Like, and so like when I talk to him, Like at first, that was the first thing that I was talking about for like the first 4 months. And he was like, "Why do you always start the conversation with that?" And I was like, "Because you owe me $500. That's why." And then he was like, "Okay, bro, but like at least do some small talk first." So now we've been doing like small talk when he calls my phone before I ask him for my fucking $500. But yeah, I'm gonna look at this shit and watch Adam Ross trying to slander my name.
If I remember correctly as well, not to stir the pot, but I feel like there's a moment where he says, "Put the camera straight in my face so he can see my eyes." But that's just me.
Let him see the video, Heather.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
accurate.
yeah.
You 100
Yeah,
percent accurate. You
the boy Ant need them views. So oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to watch the video.
But and just so you know, I watched it immediately. But I've been
Oh, I
busy as
appreciate
fuck,
that,
so
Heather.
I can't promise I've seen all
That
of
means a
them.
lot.
But
Thank you.
I
I
try to
try
go
to make
like
sure
all
like
your videos.
I try and
Appreciate
like
that, Heather.
share. I try and like retweet them on Twitter and shit when I see them. Like I try and make sure that like I want to promote Ant shit, but I
No,
just have not been
Royal always
engaged.
does. But just like Royal, I work is fucking killing me right now. It is
It's whooping my ass,
like I
and
can
I
see the horizon, but this shit has been fucking killing me.
I can't see the horizon, Heather.
Oh, that's yeah. I'm gonna
I'm locked
pray
in
for
until the
you.
election. I'm
Oh
locked in until
wow.
the election. Like it's over with. It's gonna bleed into like the regular season. Like I'll do post game shows, but like it bleeds into the regular season. Up
Yeah.
until November, I'm locked in.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I
Like this is
almost got
money
smart
making
with a
season for
bitch
me.
today and forgot who White Heather was. And I had to get myself all the fucking way together before,
Heather,
like, I had to say to
how you
myself,
forget who White Heather is? You just gotta
because in
scroll
my
your
normal
Instagram.
life, I'm really not. But in my work life, I have what my mother calls customer service voice, Heather.
Heather,
And
your
I try to,
Instagram, your Instagram is as Caucasian as it gets.
yes, and that is what I
It
try to
is code
portray to the
switching is
world.
crazy.
Twitter is my safe space.
I do it too, Heather, but I don't admit it. Shit.
No,
Bro,
I
listen,
ain't,
bro.
no lies over here. But
Brother,
yeah,
if
I
you
about
look at
lost it
Heather
on this
like
bitch today.
Instagram, if you look at Heather IG, I was telling her like she looked like she the head of the PTA on these pictures, bro. Like Heather is the whitest person that she can be on this goddamn Instagram.
And the worst part is because I've gotten so old, I've also kind of gotten blind, so I also had to add glasses to the equation. So now I really look.
You do, bro. You
Yes.
do.
But in my normal life, no, I am who I am. But I do
Correct.
have customer service, Heather, and I about lost it on a bitch today because she told me that I could not bring my team to train her department for 30 minutes because the phones were busy. I said it's 30 minutes. I almost lost it. I'm like, I've been doing this for 6 months. I am so tired. This is the last hoorah, the last big like office, the administrative office, and you cannot give me 30 minutes. Yeah, I had to walk away.
That's hilarious.
She carried it up.
Oh, Heather, you're so white. I
Hmm.
like I'm scrolling your Instagram now. It's
I
like
know.
blonde hair, blue eyes
Except for
type
my
shit.
husband, I'm
That's
very
it.
white in
Yeah,
the pictures.
even your children are like kind of white. Right? Oh, your children are very white. Like I didn't even realize
Man,
that.
that picture of the dog with the scarf, that's about the whitest shit I ever seen.
Guess what I'm saying, bro? Like you can
That's
I
my
love it
smell
though,
the
Heather.
baby.
I
casserole
love it.
coming
No
out the
shade.
pictures, bro.
It's as a white
Her,
man myself, I think that shit is cute as fuck.
you know what
Correct.
her name is, Aunt?
Sure, sure. Caleb?
Pippi Longstocking.
Get the fuck out of here.
I should have guessed something along those lines.
Pippi
That
Like
song,
John
Longstocking was the
Jingleheimer
shit.
Schmidt.
Pippi Longstocking coming into
It's
your world. A freckle face redhead girl, you ought to know. Y'all
with
don't know
the
nothing
horse
about that.
and the monkey. That was my shit when I was
They don't.
little. I read all
They
the
don't know
books.
nothing about. They don't
They
know
don't know
nothing
nothing
about that.
about it. They don't. That and Golden Child, they don't know.
Man, I couldn't believe that folks weren't fucking with the Golden Child. That's an elite movie.
Because we old, man. That's just, well, I'm
Quit
older
trying to.
than you,
I'm
but
about to say, quit trying to put me in the same bracket as you, Heather.
but at
Like,
least you have good, taste. You have,
I,
culture.
I was raised by older people.
Right.
So like my uncles made me sit down and watch the Golden Child,
Exactly.
and they made me watch it until I liked it.
But just so you know, the pictures like of my kids, those are appropriate pictures. But yes, they were raised well. But they still do wild shit that I don't approve of. Like I don't even follow them on Facebook because they say stupid shit.
1000%. Like
I'm like, the
I
fucking
just
preacher is on here. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I just
You
dropped
got
my
to know
daughter
your
off.
audience.
I dropped my daughter off in her dorm today. And it's like I told her, I was like, you probably got about a month before I start like unfollowing you on
Mm-hmm.
social media. Because like I know like shit about to get wild out here, bro. Like
And my son seems to like he has more common sense. He gets it. But my youngest daughter, she don't seem to like get it. And like I had to literally put a Facebook filter on, like when people tag you and shit, you can
yeah.
turn that thing on where it like tells you first. I had to do that shit on her. Cause she'll tag me in some shit that I'm like, listen, the town board does not need to know. If you don't like, you've known me your whole life. You know, Mama is living two different lives over
Yeah, I'm
here.
about to say
Why the fuck
you just
would
heard
you
yourself
tag me in some
you
shit?
just heard yourself say the town board.
The
Heather,
town
what
board.
the fuck are you doing on the town board, bro?
Well, technically, I'm not a member of the town board. I just go to the meetings, but I am the secretary of the historical association, and I
Why?
still need to look right. Like I am in the midst of planning an event right now. Like, why
Why?
would you tag me in some shit that talks about like crazy shit? You cannot do that. Tag your daddy in that shit. He don't give a fuck what anybody sees. Don't tag mama in it. You know mama cares. Daddy don't.
I know last time we had like a little issue on YouTube where people couldn't hear us on YouTube. So if anybody's in the YouTube comments, let us know if you're hearing us fine. If somebody else in here can go check, we only got 5 people in here tonight. That's good. I like that.
I got the YouTube upload up. I got
I
an ad.
appreciate it. Oh shit, Abbott, what's going on, gang?
That picture though.
Look,
Chilling, brother. Chilling.
I was just
How's
hearing
life?
y'all reminisce about the Stone Ages and shit, talking about Golden Child. I didn't want to interrupt.
Have you seen it though?
I've seen Golden Child. I fuck with Eddie
Okay.
Murphy and that little bald ass
YouTube works,
Annie.
by the way. Good.
Okay, fantastic. But why niggas got to talk about it like it's the Stone Age, bro? Like
You know, the movie like 40 years old, right? Like
I'm not 40, bro.
I said, the movie 40.
The movie's 40 years old.
When that movie?
You ain't really have to tell us that either.
Hell no, that movie was made in the 80s. Wait, niggas in the 80s is 40.
They are.
Oh shit! Hold on now.
It'll be 40 in 2 years.
Oh shit, brother! Oh shit!
Oh my God.
Oh shit! I was born in '88.
Damn.
You know what makes me though?
What you know about
proud?
damn? Fuck.
There are times that I'm not ashamed of being older, and I kind of felt one of those times today when somehow on Twitter I came across a video of some young man. I think it was a young man. It was a young somebody going crazy because he caught his girlfriend cheating on him while they were on vacation.
That wasn't a young man.
It was a young sir, is what I would like to. Yes, young sir is what I call people that I'm not sure.
It wasn't a young sir either.
He was confirming for you what it was.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So then he like takes the phone and is like saying like, look at her, she's capping, she acting like she's scared, and I'm like, young sir, 24 seconds ago in the video, you told her you might make her eat the phone. I think she should probably be a little scared.
They did say that.
And I'm over here like, this is what is passing for entertainment these days. I would rather watch The Golden Child and be old. So that's fine.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, Heather. Like, that's the part that like these young niggas don't really understand yet. There comes a time where like the switch from being young and dumb to being old and wise is like, it's like refreshing.
Right.
It was like certain things like I don't have to deal with being that stupid anymore. And I thank God for it.
But I also feel like as we get older, like when they'll start to like have these conversations on whatever's big in the news or whatever, it's music, it's whatever. Like there's like a lot of gray areas, and they're like, no, it's this or it's that, and I'm like, I thought so too when I was 24. The older I get, like there's a lot of gray area in this shit.
It's also like nothing new under the sun. Like
Right.
everything. Like I feel like
But then
I've
they're like,
lived through
so and
so
so is a
much.
child molester, and I'm like, yo, hold up, let's don't do that. Fucking allegedly. But they don't care. These kids is fucking wild. They'll just fucking say anything. Black, white, Prince, publish,
As
tweet.
as soon as they say it, this becomes the truth.
Shit is wild as hell.
It is
I'm
what it
like,
is.
listen,
I ain't gonna lie, Dallas gonna get swept. Like this shit,
yeah, it's sad.
this shit is
I've made
terrible.
peace with it.
You made peace with Dallas getting swept.
I kind of have to. I don't feel good about it, but
What
I
I'm
don't
not
really
gonna
know what else to
enjoy,
say.
what I'm not gonna enjoy is the disingenuous kind of like, at least the Heat were able to get one game off of this team. Tweets that's about to come out.
Yeah.
About to. They've been out.
Well, I ain't been on Twitter, brother. I've been working. I've been
Oh
doing
yeah,
my job,
5 reasons already on they bullshit.
brother.
You
I saw
ain't
them.
see the tweet that LJ put out with the banner?
Yeah, I saw it, and then somebody stole it from him or something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, it also got reposted by Clutch Points on Instagram with like 40K followers. So that shit was
Oh,
kind of
that's
blowing
lit.
up.
But also, like, 5 reasons was also like blaming Joe Cronin.
They did that. Levitard talking about, well, Jimmy made the Bucks and the Celtics get better to get to this point. So I guess we get a partial ring that we made the Bucks and Celtics elevate from championship level
Oh,
teams. You know what I mean?
I blame Joe Cronin for everything, though. I burned my toast. Fuck, Joe Cronin's fault. I
That's
fucking
because that
stubbed my
that's
toe. It's
because
Joe
that
Cronin's fault.
YouTube that's because that YouTube channel need views.
I seen that Joe Cronin tweet. I was so
And
mad.
I'm familiar with your bag, bro. You run a nasty game over there on at D Heat, whatever
How
your
so?
YouTube channel, brother. You know what you're doing. The blame Joe Cronin is viewer farming if I ever seen it. I don't believe that you genuinely blame Joe Cronin.
Oh, if we talking about the Dame thing, I think he does have a factor, but he's not 100% of it. No,
I don't understand how people blame Joe Cronin for the Heat's demise.
because I
He
think
does
he was a
not.
petty bitch.
He
Like
doesn't
I
work for the
legitimately
Heat.
think he was a petty bitch. And look
He
at the
doesn't
offer
work
he
for
got
the
in
Heat.
Yeah, I'll
return.
say the only blame he get is that he had an ego about it. But to Royal's point, like we can't, you can't. Once again, it's Pat's fault because you knew he was upset and you ain't do nothing. To,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
You did nothing to mitigate kind of like the loss. Like if you knew he was okay, let's say for instance it's true.
you
Joe
knew he
Cronin
was
is
gonna crash out.
not picking up the phone the whole offseason. You couldn't think to call nobody else. You
couldn't
just
fly your ass to Portland and go sit
you
at
just
the office.
waiting to hear from Joe Cronin.
Well,
Spo
also
is from
I
Portland.
do
Nigga, go visit your family. Like
I do think Pat Riley did something initially to piss off Joe Cronin. That's where I
they
give him
did.
a lot of blame too.
No,
Yeah.
they said that. They said they went to Vegas, said this is what we giving you.
Yeah, Caleb Martin's not in the deal.
And let us know what you want.
Yeah, I do think he came with some ridiculous offer.
It's beyond allegedly. We're beyond
There are
allegedly.
gray areas.
We're beyond allegedly. That's what happened.
Allegedly.
They told Cronin, this is what y'all getting. Let us know what y'all want. We out. Like, nigga,
And
who are you?
that held up until the day they were traded. Because, you know why? Because Dan Lebatard was on his show saying that I feel like a lot of people discredit that Dan Lebatard thing.
No, that was crazy. Because I was speaking directly from Pat Riley.
He is a mouthpiece, bro, and everybody has to recognize him as that. Like, he has connections within that organization. You cannot deny Dan Lebatard's history of being close with Pat Riley.
There was
So if he said something,
that was unapproved.
If he said something, good brother, I am inclined to listen to Dan Lebatard. Despite what people may think I feel about Ethan J. Skolnick, I'm inclined to listen to him too. Because I've been reading Ethan since I was in fucking middle school.
That's why it's nonsense when they want to talk about everybody else as access journalists. Because it's like, fam, y'all are access journalists. You just access to one team.
Van said, good night.
That's
Good
very,
night,
very
Van.
true. Very true.
Man, you going to sleep because the game ain't interesting? You can get on stage and talk to us every night. You don't be in here all the time, but never talk to us. Cushido ugly ass. Cushido, bro, you in here every time we crank up one of these bitches. Never get on stage. This might be the last game of the season. Get on stage, nigga. You got VIP access and now I ain't gave you the ability to what? I'm finna take your VIP access until you get up here and talk to me. Let me send this nigga an invite. How do I send niggas an invite?
It would be funny if Dallas, not Dallas, the Mavericks, Celtics, the first team to blow the 3-0 lead after almost coming back last season.
Van, don't worry about it, man. They not going. Jason Tatum's not getting Finals MVP, bro. We talked about this on the Random Scrub Heat podcast where the Negroes took over. I need to post the goddamn podcast to the pod feed.
You do,
but I don't like watch it on YouTube.
I can do that as well.
But I post it on the podcast feed because I want people really enjoyed the fact that the members of the Kane gang was on the pod for a little while.
Oh, my invite got lost in the mail.
I do live for it, so I'm gonna have to go watch.
Except Aunt dumbass was in the goddamn stream yard as soon as I got in there.
He had put in the chat, "No whites allowed." I was like, if I've ever seen an invitation for Aunt to join something, it's this.
Listen, Aunt, I'm just gonna tell you right now, it wouldn't stop me.
It don't stop Aunt.
Better break your way in.
To
Say
be,
it with
hey,
your
Royal,
chest.
if any white guy in the basement had a pass, would it be me?
No.
To me,
would it be?
yes. To
Nobody.
me,
Nobody gets a fucking pass.
Ask that question.
Are you talking about a nigger pass? Like to say the word?
Yeah, if you had to pick,
I cannot condone that. I'm sorry.
If I had,
no.
I got you. Not hard art. If I gave him a nigga pass,
I thought you meant just invited to the cookout. I'm not condoning any of that.
All of the people in the basement are invited to the cookout. They are absolutely pro-black.
Yeah, but if you had to give one person a pass,
it'd have to be Harrison, bro. Like I think
Harry would never take advantage.
Yeah, you go.
No,
he would never going to use it.
He would never use it. But correct. That's the point. But also,
Harry would back out so fast. It has been fun, guys.
He wouldn't even start. He's not even going there.
Well, wait. I should clarify. I would never use it either. I would. That word's never in my vocabulary. I should clarify.
Any white member of the basement wouldn't use it. But I feel like Harry would be the funniest to hear say it. So that's why he would get the pass. I would let Harry, not let him. I probably would fight him as soon as I heard him say it. But
we damn near have George saying it 7 different ways.
George is
Nicholas Richards.
George
feels like he's far enough away that one day he might just crack.
Brother, the basement account has enough money to fly me to Australia.
You might have to one day.
I'll go right over there. Speaking of niggas, did you guys know Hardenstein was a black man? I heard it on the Pat Bear podcast. Van Lee.
Yeah, I learned that from Bomani. He's a Hartenstein, but he's not a Hartenstein.
He revealed it on the Josh Hart and Brunson podcast. Yeah.
Hartenstein.
Yeah. Check the game around here. Check. What's going on, gang? Check.
Don't nobody care today up by 5 points. That does not move us.
They busting their ass to get up these 5 points.
He requested to get on stage and I approved it. But if he ain't up here, then fuck him.
I joined the last game and we were up by 20 and all that shit fell apart.
You got in here early this time.
I was drunk.
I
didn't even watch that last game. How bad was that ass whooping they got?
It was crazy though, bro, because they started the game off hot, went up,
yeah.
And then they was getting blown out, and then they came back again. Yeah, and then they both of the team was doing dickhead shit to get it. Scott Foster, brother, the NBA needs another game because the viewership, from what I've been reading, the viewership has been bad for the series. Nobody gives a fuck.
No one give a fuck about Boston. I don't care what they say.
They claimed it was going to be bad for us last year, and we had better numbers than this.
This is not 19.
It was still bad though.
Whatever. People don't give a fuck about Boston. The writers want people to believe because they're old fans of the NBA. When Boston
the NBA, I think the NBA really wanted a blue blood finals, and they never were able to get it. They haven't been able to orchestrate a blue blood finals in a lot of years.
I don't even think the Celtics-Lakers rivalry is that much of a thing anymore. To be fair,
it's not. But they got big enough fan bases to be able to carry.
I know.
Finals.
I mean, if LeBron's involved, it's going to pull in numbers.
Yeah, but they can fake it like it's real, but it's not it's not.
It wouldn't look any better than this game, but it would pull in more numbers.
That stretch LeBron had of making the finals every year was the best thing that the NBA ever had going for themselves. Because niggas was either watching to see him win or lose.
I think it was Brett today asking how the NBA fixed it.
You said what?
Who is at the Mexican restaurant?
Yeah,
that's Aunt Donato. Duh, everybody knows that.
Aunt, you having chips and salsa?
I am at home working on tomorrow's video.
Every night. every night Ant is eating chips and salsa. He's Mexican.
If I could, I would personally.
I'm not gonna lie. When people call me racist on Twitter, like there's a bit of truth in that because I say some
I
ridiculous
mean,
things to
that,
some people.
I said something
that's the
bad
reason for the
last
profile
game
pic.
about the Chinese bowl throwing lady, and I really shouldn't have said that. Viewers, I am sorry.
But
I'm
I feel like black people get like an extra pass to be racist, bro. Like we get a
That's what I'm
little,
saying.
you
That's
know
why I
what
got
I'm
Well,
saying?
I need to apologize. Me personally, I forget
Yeah,
that there's more than just the five of us listening to this, and
yeah.
I
Well,
need to
Royal
That's why I
probably
got
remember
the
that
Kente
when
clan
I
on.
said
You
that
know what I mean?
scallion chicken went hard, it was in no way. It was in no way about that woman in particular.
She just so happened to be a part of the race that cooks it.
You hit her
It
with
was
the.
just,
I've been looking for you, sweet and sour chicken ass. That's what you was on.
not even sweet and sour, just that scallion chicken and that shrimp fried rice and a fried wonton. That's all
So
I need out of life.
the fact that you're doubling down on your racist comments
Yeah,
from
that's
No,
last
on
time
the
is insane.
food though. This is
Heather Sarver out here. Heather Sarver.
I have already removed it from the lady throwing the bowls. That Royal, I will, if I remember
Heather
correctly,
G.
noticed that there was
Sterling.
tape.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
Uh,
Bomani
somebody
got
said,
Oh,
okay,
have
so
y'all seen that new show that's on Hulu?
it's ass.
clipped.
It's the most
Yeah, I
Clipper.
hadn't
It's the
watched it
most
yet
Clipper
because you
shit
know my
ever.
rule. I don't do week by week shit. I wait for it to be done.
Yeah, so I seen the first episode. I still haven't finished. I still haven't watched the
It
second
looks like
episode.
it's gonna be good though.
It's the most Clipper
It's really
shit.
not. It's
It's
really not good.
What?
Like it's just, but
Ah,
it's. I think it's worth the watch because it's hilarious to
it's
see.
hilariously
Like,
bad. How
yeah, how terrible it is.
well,
Like,
and also right now, I think we're still in the fallout of the union shit where they all had to stop writing
no,
yeah,
because there is like no content anywhere. Like Netflix is fucking cooked.
we have Netflix been cooked.
yeah. They ever since Disney Plus came out, they've been on their last legs.
But
Even
Van Lee
Cliff,
said, "Royal, can I interest you in Brandon Pods and Mitchell backcourt with a Jaime Bam front court? No, you cannot. no, you can't interest me in that. No, I have no interest
I
in
don't know
Jaime
where
being
y'all
in the
get some
front
of
court.
y'all's fans
Oh, but
from.
say, hey, Royal, disrespect Wendy's again. We not gonna be besties anymore. Good brother, I don't give a fuck about your bestie ship or Wendy's. Fuck both of y'all. Wendy's square burgers are an atrocity, and they should never be used again. He watched the Struggle Mills podcast yesterday. Y'all should check that out
Oh.
because that's where we talk about stuff outside of
I
basketball.
eat
will say that
McDonald's?
Wendy's has good fries.
I don't know. No, they don't. I don't fuck with Wendy's because Wendy's make square burgers.
I do
You eat
like
but that
those
little
good
McDonald's?
4 for 4,
fries.
the biggie bag, that's a clutch moment.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Especially if you doing DoorDash because they already rob you. Wendy's can let you get the biggie bag for like $8 instead of like a $15 combo for the bacon whatever it is.
Yeah, I just don't fuck with Wendy's, bro. I just don't
Yeah,
fuck with them making
I
square
literally
patties,
had it
bro.
today. They
It's
got these new
unnatural,
saucy nuggets. It was pretty good, man.
Yeah, I'm about to
bro.
have it right before I go out.
But like when I tell you, like we was talking about kind of like our favorite burger joints or whatever. I chose McDonald's because even though they don't have the best burgers, McDonald's does everything mid. They don't suck at anything, like not
Right.
terribly.
And if they do
What-
their fries right, it's a great fry.
So you're
Yeah,
saying they just average.
yeah,
They've just gotten to
but-
where they're not cooking them quite long enough.
So think about it like this. So like Burger King, I think Burger King's burgers are better than
good.
McDonald's.
They are.
But their chicken nuggets are fucking gross.
And their
Yeah, but for
fries.
$1, I'll listen. I'll eat some horse meat nuggets for $1, bro. Them raccoon meat nuggets, boy.
Bro, that's what I'm
I
saying.
will
bro.
say this. Burger King used to have these fucking cheesy top things
I remember those.
that were fucking pretty good if you got them fresh.
they
Because
got
their
chicken
burger
fries
is
now.
good that gave you an alternative to the fries.
Yeah, but
Because
the chicken
Burger
fries
King
are
has
good.
a good burger for cheap.
But they goddamn fries are disgusting,
Awful.
and the chicken nuggets are terrible.
You tried to
Hey
cook me in the
Heather,
chat
you
the other
speaking
day
my
about
language with those
Arby's.
cheesy tots. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to buy those
Yes,
things
them
2 at a
cheesy. If you
time.
got them fresh, them motherfuckers were amazing.
Yeah, nah. I need Luka Doncic to learn how to pass the goddamn ball.
I
You
don't
do
know to
pass.
who.
He don't.
You do.
He really don't. Like
I'm
it's really.
I'm not gonna slander my Slovenian stepson. Like,
He just passed it, and look what happened.
First of all, he didn't pass it. He shot it, and niggas got the
Oh.
rebound.
We over here depending on Lively the second to make a goddamn difference.
He is gonna be a very good NBA player. Like I just wow.
He just
Just not today.
he met his match in this series. He was having a great
Yeah.
playoff. So
Yeah, he was doing pretty good in
And
the playoffs, bro.
it's
Like,
hard for me to give Boston any kind of credit, but
I
other than
I
Luca and Kyrie, they just never were gonna.
we
well,
was talking about that shit though. It was just like, bro, like I don't want anybody to believe that I'm like that. I want Boston to win, but I
No.
have to commend like what Boston
Right.
did in order to get themselves a championship. They did this shit the way most people would deem to be the right way.
Right.
you're
They
supposed to
drafted
go
that
all
player.
out.
They built their team, and then they went out and they added to the players that they drafted. Like
Right.
that's
The only
that's
thing,
what I want Miami to do.
And to
only
be
thing I'll say is
fair,
they definitely missed out on playing Milwaukee. Like they got lucky that Milwaukee
yeah.
just fell apart at the end.
Also to be
But
fair,
they
we have
can't help
watched
that.
them play like idiots in the past. So
But
while I knew
they
they
did
had
in
a
the
better
last game.
team and that Luca and Kyrie really didn't have a lot of help, I kind of held on to the fact that Boston seems to be fucking idiots when the lights are the brightest, but it didn't
They
happen
are.
this time.
It did though. Like it happened last game. They were fucking. They gave them
Yeah,
a
they were not
20-point
as
lead.
great, but it hadn't happened every game,
Yeah,
and
and
it
I think,
still was too much.
but it's kind of like they've taken the steps that most people would think that you should take in order to become a championship team. They've
Right.
taken their lumps in the playoffs. They lost the finals together, and then they just kind of revamped the team and came back. And now it's like, oh, it's just their time. Now I don't know if people like some people are taking it too far, thinking like Boston gonna run off the next couple or whatever. But
It's
Boston's gonna be
No.
harder. Boston's gonna be
next
harder
dynasty,
to.
though.
They're gonna be harder to beat from now on.
Yeah.
Like Miami can't rely on them just kind of being stupid and folding to
I
like
said that
beat
3
them.
months ago though, when niggas was like, "We can run through the playoffs," and I said, "You can't just rely on everybody being stupid every year." Like,
I
Well,
mean,
then
Boston's
personally, my greatest hope then would be Boston wins inevitably. Jalen Brown gets MVP.
right.
Jason Tatum gets in his feelings about it. Somehow it internally blows up the whole team. And that's going to be my narrative for now. That's the
well, I
best case
mean,
scenario for
your
me.
actual hope is the CBA fucks them over.
Jason Tatum also got a lot of that Paul George in him, where he ain't really like. I don't think he's overly concerned with the narrative about him being the best player on the team. Like
See, he comes across as really arrogant to me, but I might be making that up.
he comes across
He
to me
needs
as
to stop
somebody who
lying
really
about
don't give a shit.
sacrificing though, because he's shooting the most on the fucking team.
Yeah, he ain't sacrificed. But like, I don't think he. I think he wants to be considered great, but I don't think he particularly like cares about the him versus Jaylen Brown dynamic conversation. I think he thinks he's better than Jaylen Brown.
I think
Yeah.
he knows he's better.
See,
than
I
Jalen
would
Brown,
in my mind, I would think that he really does care about that.
I
But
mean,
you
he
could be
knows.
you could be completely right. I have no reason to think that other than just looking at him and hating him.
Yeah.
So I'm completely, I could be wrong.
I mean, they right there. Like they not. He at this point where I'm just not gonna fuck this up. Like
Right. It's just like, bro, I need to win a championship, bro. And if he got to
Like-
be the one to do it for me to win, then I'm gonna let him do it. Like,
I can always get. We can try and get another one, and I get the MVP off that one. Fuck it. But I need to get this one.
yeah, I need to get this monkey off my back. I can't go and not win a championship.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's how I feel like he's approaching this one. Like, I think Jaylen Brown is the person with like the biggest chip on his shoulder. Like niggas talking about his contract and shit like that. So he wants to like prove that
I've
he's
heard
worth
y'all
that
talking
money.
And you know what? He came to
we
play.
We can't act like that wasn't like partially true though.
It
What?
was very
What-
true, but he
when he
also
signed-
came to
when he
play.
signed-
Both things
yeah.
are true.
We can't 2020 hindsight act like that was tripping for niggas to say. Now worst contract is a little bit of a stretch, but paying him $300 million at that time was like
It's
y'all
just the
tripping.
next newest high. But we're
that was
not
like when
wrong
Mike
for
Conley
throwing
got the
some
high.
shade.
Yeah.
But he absolutely has come and shown he's gonna show something.
Can you hear me?
What's up, Chet?
Question.
Bro, where you at, bro?
I'm at the crib.
You sound like you at the racetrack.
But no. So like you see how Miami has like they keep you on the court with like two
hate
bad
this guy.
defenders.
Derek White.
Hey,
Somebody
Royal.
like-
Hello.
Somebody
Fuck
like
this.
Tyler Hero will be on those
Oh,
defenders.
look at Derek.
The Dolphins.
Derek said, "Don't you forget about me."
My bad. Go ahead. What you saying, Chet?
So when Miami plays, they could be on the court with like two bad defenders, maybe like Tyler, Duncan or
No,
Kevin
no.
Love and Tyler or something like that. Why the
Yeah.
fuck? And like we played them straight up. Why the fuck don't? Why the fuck would that not work for Dallas? Like to just play Boston straight up and
Because
just not
Dallas
switch.
doesn't have Bam.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Derek Lively
Dallas,
can't switch like that. PJ can't
yeah,
switch like that. Like,
Bam can literally like he can take away an action even if somebody's getting beat. Like you got to watch Bam like more intently. Bam destroys people's offensive game plan.
for real,
But
that
they,
was basically
they got
running the
super
Cleveland
athletic
offense.
dudes though, like PJ Washington and fucking
Yeah,
Lively can
I
they
agree.
can plug
Those
the
guys
hole.
help them those guys help them offensively. They don't help them in the same way that like neither one of them niggas can be put on Jason Tatum for extended periods of time
No.
and just
That's
kind of
true.
like eliminate him. Or neither one of them niggas can play against Jaylen Brown.
That's true.
You also have to remember that PJ Washington is the type of player who can have moments of brilliance and then can go through stretches where you really wonder, does he have a brain?
So
Your
that's
hatred for
half the
PJ
Heat team.
Washington
No,
knows no
that is
bounds,
the
Heather.
absolute truth. That's the
The-
truth. He can have
PJ
moments and stretches that are fucking amazing.
He
And
has
then
been good
You're
in these
naming
playoffs,
half the
Heather.
Heat team.
Heather, I think you need to be mad at the Charlotte Hornets organization for PJ Washington
no.
than PJ
All right, one
Washington.
question at a time. The person that said I should be saying that about the Heat team said, done, have, always will. Check, 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 check,
No,
check.
I'm saying you're naming half the Heat team. I'm not saying you should. You should.
No, it's
That's
the same
everybody except for
thing.
Bam.
Because when you get to the final, no, you actually make a good point. Because when you get to the finals, that is where everybody really does have to be on their game. And those people that have played well in stretches that looked amazing and maybe earned some money for themselves could not keep it going steadily. Caleb is a great example. Yes,
I'm
that's
gonna
hard for me to say. He was amazing in the Celtics series, but then in the Nugget series he could not do it. And then this year he has also had very much up and lows. That is the definition of a role like lower role player type tier.
let
That
me
is
ask
the
you a
same
question, Heather.
way I
Let
look
me
at
ask you.
PJ Washington for now.
Who's a better player, Caleb Martin or PJ Washington?
Let's not think
I'm gonna
about this
have
too
to
long.
tell you.
Yeah, I was about to say, you better not
You
lie.
don't have to
You
think
better
about it
not
too
lie.
much. I
This
will
is-
say this: IQ wise, Caleb, maybe
You said
ability
what?
wise,
I don't think
with
so.
some of the because of his height and a little bit of strength, PJ has some things that he does a little better. But all in all, yeah, I
I
would go
think
Caleb.
I think
I think
I think
PJ
10 out of
Washington is
10
a much
GMs would have
better.
taken PJ.
I think PJ Washington is
Because
a
I
much
watched
better
Caleb
player than Caleb
Martin
Martin.
fuck up the Celtics,
Yeah,
and PJ
I get
Washington
it.
has not done that at all.
No, but hold on.
Well,
Caleb
PJ
fucked up the
Washington did
Celtics
fuck up the
because
Oklahoma
They
City
ain't won a
Thunder.
single game.
Yeah,
He
but
fucked up the Oklahoma City Thunder though. Like
Caleb fucked up the Celtics because they were just like, oh, he can't shoot, and we're gonna leave him open in the corner. Like it wasn't Caleb.
Yeah, and that's
taking him off.
okay for 45 seconds.
But I'm saying that's
4
a game
games?
plan. That's a game
No,
plan
sir.
fuck up. That's not Caleb doing it to him. That's
I think that based on the
that
fact that
Boston being
somebody
stupid.
is undrafted, I think that he absolutely did better than that.
He's great for undrafted. He's just
Right.
not good as PJ Washington. There's a
We
reason
shall
PJ
see.
Washington was drafted.
Let's let it play out. Let's see.
no, it's not. Let it play out. Heather, he's better
It's
than.
playing out.
It's
You
playing out.
I don't
He's
agree.
better. He's better than Caleb Martin.
It's playing out. We're watching it.
No, I don't
He's
think he's
better.
been great all the time.
He ain't been great all the time, but
How
And
old-
the
hold on,
people
let me-
that say to me, well,
how
blame
old
it
is
on the
Caleb?
Hornets. No, I've watched Brandon Miller look
How old is
fucking
Caleb?
amazing on the Hornets.
no.
Heather,
You
you know
watched Brandon
Caleb is
Miller for
28 years
half
old?
a season be amazing on the Hornets. Like
Caleb is
that's what
28.
you've watched.
This is
Yeah.
his peak. This is
I've
the
never
best
watched
Caleb we're
PJ
getting.
Washington be consistent on the Hornets for a half a
No.
season. There are
No, I mean,
always
not
good
this.
games and always
Last
bad
year.
games.
Last year was the best version of Caleb Martin that you'll ever see.
He 28. He gonna be 29 this year. Like, or
I think
next year.
last year was the best version of Caleb Martin that we'll ever see in the NBA.
I have also heard a lot of people say that people play the best basketball when they're around 28, 29, 30.
So this is the best version.
That's what I'm saying. Like I
yeah, but
think
you capped it this year. I don't really know that.
I captained that last year, but like I don't think that's bad. Like I don't think Caleb Martin's a bad player. I think Caleb Martin is a good NBA player. I think PJ Washington is clearly a better player.
I think.
I think he has the ability to be.
4 teams.
And
No,
in
I
the
think
right
he
place.
is.
Starts
No, I
on
just
like
think he is.
28 teams.
Okay.
Like,
How old is PJ Washington?
25, 26.
I don't
And
even
he's
think that.
already
There's no way. I don't even think he's that old.
I think he just seems older to me
Oh, no,
because
he's
he's in
25.
the
Because
news so much for
you
all
watched him
kinds
in
of
the.
shit that are not basketball related.
You also watched him play in Charlotte. He's 25.
PJ Washington at 20, like, come on, fucking, oh my God, Caleb Martin at 25 years old needed a fucking J. Cole cosign. He was playing YMCA ball. Like, let's not do this. PJ Washington is a better player.
That
He is.
okay, we shall see.
Is that we shall see? We done
We
already
see-
seen it.
No,
I
he
seen
has
it.
not contributed like that
seen
to this
Yes,
series.
he is.
He's been the
Nah.
third best player on this team.
Right.
Really.
But you also
And they in
watched
the
Caleb
finals.
Martin be arguably the best player last year.
We also watched him be the third best player on the team.
Jimmy averaged like almost 30 that series. Like we don't have to say that. Like Caleb was the
Relax,
best player in that Boston
relax.
series.
I'm not gonna give you that, Abbott. I think Caleb Martin was the best player in that Boston series. I'm with
Thank
Heather
you.
on that. I
Thank
think
you.
Caleb Martin was the best player in that series.
Absolutely.
I think
Absolutely the most important, by far the most important player.
Yeah, you want to say that, fine, because I think it showed out like they were stupid enough to be like, we're just going to leave, and Caleb was like, all right, I'm just going to make every shot since you're just going to leave me open. Like
And
that
I'll
was
give
super
him, and I'll
crucial to
give
me.
him that stupid grace for one game, but they did it for 4.
But they're stupid last year.
Right.
I just said it
And
was
I was
stupid.
really dependent. Full circle moment. I was really hoping they'd be stupid this series.
No, that was the problem I had with everybody saying we can just get to the play. I'm like, y'all preying on people being stupid every year, and that is the worst strategy you can have. They
Well,
gonna
they
get
were
right at some
stupid
point.
for a couple of years, so
No,
it's all
sure.
I had to hold
But to
out
his
on.
point though, like Miami Heat fans shit. Yep, that was 100% my bad. I accidentally left the stage and took everybody's ass out with it. My bad, gang. That was me. I click the back button.
He suicide bombed the stream, man.
I just turned that shit off. My bad, Heather. It had absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you were talking about it. I don't.
Yeah, see, historically, I can get kicked off, so I really thought that was what had happened for a
Yeah,
moment.
no. I kicked everybody. It was a team effort. I kicked me off the stage.
No, my hate for Boston, yes, I would have loved them to been bad. I would have liked one for Luka. I would have liked one for Kyrie because I'm a reformed fan. But they don't have enough. But I'm also not ready to go there about PJ Washington. Like I'm not ready to have a conversation.
Heather,
about PJ
the problem is not PJ Washington. The problem is that we're comparing him to Caleb.
Yeah.
Well, hell, I didn't do that.
You're
That's
right,
why I did it on purpose.
Hayward Highsmith is better than PJ Washington. That's the conversation we should be having.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Anytime I'm in the conversation, Caleb comes up. But
this is why I'm so glad that Ant has his own YouTube channel with more followers than the basement, because I can just fire him with no conscience now.
PJ Washington's lowest scoring season is Caleb Martin's highest.
What, like 12 or some shit?
Like Caleb averaged 10 flat.
Yeah.
That's the lowest PJ's ever averaged, 10.3.
Yeah, that checks out.
But PJ has played a lot of games and been a primary scorer in a lot of games.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that though. Like,
but it did not look good in a lot lot of games. I'm not saying it's all his fault.
It's not going to look good
in Charlotte for some of those.
It's Charlotte.
But I've also watched Brandon Miller be amazing.
Yeah, but
in the same situation
and
with less players around him.
And y'all won the same amount of games. Brandon Miller was mid at the beginning of this year when Terry Rozier was on that roster.
Listen, he was fighting.
Well, you got to get started.
Like Brandon Miller is elite, and he's a much better player than anybody that we're talking about.
How good is a team that has Caleb Martin as their third best player on it?
Oh, we're lottery bound, but we are on the way to the lottery.
No, we not. We on our way to the finals with Caleb Martin as our third best player.
For a round. That was a round. That was not the whole playoffs. That was one round.
Y'all let that round and then that fucking John Cena shit in front of Giannis's face. Y'all let that gas y'all. Stop.
As we should have.
I'm not gonna lie. I was moved. Fuck is y'all talking about? We know you were moved, Heather.
That motherfucker did the I think I can. I think I can. Yes, I can.
I don't listen. I want my team to know they can. I don't care about no thing. I'm trying to roll motherfuckers.
Come on, man. You're doing too much at this point. Everybody's going to second think stuff. Everybody's going to second guess shit. It happens.
I said I don't like the we believe shit for the team. I am a fan of the Heat when we just stomping through everybody.
Listen,
You
you
big
got the
three
power
heat
of
dog.
friendship.
No,
and you
no,
don't
I
like it.
get where he's coming from.
So I like
Nah, no,
Miami
yeah,
Heat with an
I hear him.
identity.
No, I liked when the identity was run through your fucking face with stardom. I don't like this little engine that could fucking thing. That's a horrendous identity.
That's why I said the little LeBron with the mask thing in the chat. That was my favorite.
I liked it when people were afraid to come here and play. They're like, oh fuck.
But
Yeah,
see, I think there's still like an element of that.
Yeah, I think they work hard.
Miami doesn't have they don't have the requisite talent in order to make that be like a real thing.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of hard to make Duncan Robinson look intimidating.
So Kendall proposed like 2 trades last night when we was doing this recording, and it was like one was the Atlanta Hawks. We traded for DeAndre Hunter and DeJounte Murray, and I was like, if you put DeJounte Murray and DeAndre Hunter on this roster with Bam and Jimmy, that team has an identity. And it's the identity that everybody thinks Miami. Yeah, I'm cool with that though, because those are legitimate NBA two-way players. Hold on, let me see. Shelton just posted something in the chat. He said he accidentally stumbled across something and he loved it.
That's that trade he sent earlier today.
DeJounte Murray, Bogdan, Alex Caruso. I love this trade too.
I think Bogdan's a little overrated. I think that ship has sailed for him. But
I think Bogdan is overrated too, but $17.2 million, I'm moved. DeJounte Murray, Alex Caruso. No. Bogdan got 3 more years left on that shit.
Oh, shit. Jesus.
But that's like he's new Duncan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we still keep Duncan in this trade scenario. But he's new Duncan. Alex Caruso is new.
He's new. He's new.
He's new. He's new.
We don't have a defender like Caruso.
And then we get DeJounte Murray. Like, I would start both of them niggas.
Technically, Haywood is supposed to be whatever Caruso does, but like he's supposed. I'm just saying that's what he's supposed to be.
Whoever thought that?
That's what they play him for.
Who thought what now?
But they lied to you. Like you acting like they never lied before.
What happened?
They can't fool me.
What happened? I missed it.
I said Haywood is technically supposed to be like their defensive guy. I feel like
Haywood.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, but they can't fool me. They can't fool.
Yeah, no. A nigga who went to Wheeling College, he can't Wheeler, whatever the fuck it's called. You're not stopping NBA players.
Yeah,
you're not stopping
Alex
NBA.
Caruso come from a blue collar family, man. Give me that. That's like drafting having Haywood Highsmith be defensive, like drafting like a black offensive lineman. It don't make sense. You know what I mean?
You said his real name is Clarence.
Listen, Vince Wilfork is a one of a kind.
I feel like you just. I feel like you just said he went to a private
offensive
school.
lineman. I think Shaq Mason a pretty good offensive lineman. He was Tyrone Smith.
I think
I prefer my offensive lineman a little.
Orlando. I don't think Orlando Pace was a white guy. I don't think,
bro. That's what I'm saying. Neither was Anthony Munoz. He wasn't white either.
Well, that was a Mexican, proud Mexican.
Come on now.
I prefer my offensive linemen to have a little MAGA in them. That's it.
Hey, brother.
Just a little bit of MAGA?
I ain't hating no Taylor Lewan as my left tackle. I ain't hating on it.
I'm just saying.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
All right, just give me your address, Abbott. I'll give you a Richie Incognito jersey if you want a little MAGA.
Just a little
that was a
MAGA,
fucking
y'all can't
psycho.
talk to me about football. Y'all, the Dolphins have done what exactly?
No, to be fair, to be a football fan at all, you got to be able to accept a little bit of just overt racism.
Y'all give me the second right quick, because Marcus Moore in the YouTube comments just gave us $1.49. Appreciate the dono, and he commented a banana.
$1.49.
Fuck that means.
We appreciate all gifts over here at the basement. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a season where the Heat are not playing. So appreciate you, Marcus Moore.
I thought you said Marcus Morris. I'm like, fuck you doing?
$1.49, Marcus.
You better give us more than that.
I might have said Marcus Morris. I'm a little bit intoxicated.
You got to be to watch this bullshit.
I am on the wine personally.
I'm on Crown Royal and apple juice. So he said that's all he got. We appreciate you, gang.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm appreciative, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you giving me your last.
Hey, why were people asking for Tim Hardaway Jr. to play?
Because they asked.
I was asking for Tim Hardaway Jr. for Tyler Hero.
No, I'm talking about to play in this series. People were asking him to play in this series, and it was like, what are you talking about?
You all out of
Royal
options.
said you want to talk
Yeah.
about down bad.
Brother, listen.
We can do it.
I have gotten into some dark moments with Tyler Hero on this.
No. That's probably best case. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not saying like Tim is better than Tyler, but that's probably about where Tyler's gonna be. Right? It's like
You talking? No. You can get two Tim Hardaway Juniors.
no.
Or
I'm
you
just
get
saying as a-
you
I
get
just as
Tim
a
Hardaway
player,
Jr. and like Peyton Pritchard for Tyler Hero right now.
Do we want another subpar white though?
No,
That's a
no.
long
He played with
season.
heart. He played with heart.
But this is what I'm saying. Like Heather, we're not gonna get like better players.
No, I get it.
We're going to
You're
get
gonna
players
break
who
even.
act. We're gonna get players who know their fucking role.
Royal, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Do the Bulls accept the deal of Hero, Robinson, Jovic, and a first for Levine and Caruso?
You do not give up a pick for Levine. I don't know.
No, I'm doing it for Caruso.
No, you don't give up Hero for that.
Like,
But you can give him Terry. Like, I don't care if you give him Terry. I don't think Chicago takes it. I think they believe that they have more value left in Alex and Levine than they actually have because Brothers' value is in the garbage.
I think they're going to give up on the trying to get value back.
They got it. They got to.
Weeks.
Like, I think that's what. So, like, if you get Duncan Robinson, if Miami offers you a first, because I think Miami should. If Miami offers them a first, then you have to take that. Because I don't think you're gonna get much more than that.
If it's like
the way I see it, like Barry's routinely kept talking about the distressed asset thing, and I don't think there's a more distressed asset with risk reward potential than Levine. Obviously, it goes with I mean, to your point as well too about you need to have some sort of fucking identity. I think Caruso adds to the quote unquote gritty identity of it.
But you need to keep Tyler Hero so that you can move him in a different move to further solidify that identity. I don't think Alex Caruso in and of himself moves the needle enough in the direction that you're looking to go in. Yeah. Like he's like a spot starter. Like I wouldn't feel comfortable going into a season saying Alex Caruso is my number one anything.
No, but he's a great.
But he's definitely he's a good player to add to like what you got going on. So like. That's why I would be hesitant about giving up Tyler Hero for that because I believe you can turn Tyler Hero into two really good players.
Oh shit! They just tried to kill
Beavis and Butthead.
Hey, Ant.
Good enough for me. That's a more iconic duo.
Anthony DiNardo.
Yo,
I have a serious question for you. It just hit me. So I wanted to ask you this after your YouTube with Adam. So
yes, I'm familiar.
I remember, yes, I feel you. Sorry, I had a moment where my brain just completely fucking left the building. It's called being old. You know, you guys had the conversation about, you asked him point blank, like, did he feel like it was a season of change or whatever? And he, at one moment, said he definitely felt like there was change. But I couldn't help but notice that all the players that you threw out there, he didn't give more than a 20% chance of us getting. But then also then solidified at the end that he felt like it would be a season of change. So I wondered, did you get any other perspective from him as to there's nobody he feels we could get at a higher rate of 20%, but yet he still felt hopeful? Did you get anything else out of that afterward? Because you know his internet was fucked up. So
yeah, I would say him saying it's a summer of change doesn't mean he's going to be hopeful because change could mean a lateral move. It could mean a
obviously we know it's
downgrade.
going to be changed because a couple of Caleb's not coming back or whatever. I guess I took it to mean when he said we are going to make some changes. I guess maybe erroneously I shouldn't have. But I took it to mean something substantial.
Wow,
But then he didn't give anybody more than a 20% chance, so maybe I shouldn't.
You shouldn't have taken it as anything substantial. But I'm gonna let Ant finish answering the question.
The way you so easily rolled off Caleb will be gone. The way you rolled that off your tongue so effortlessly. I'm really proud of you, Heather. You're really coping with the fact that he's played his last game in the Heat jersey, and I'm proud of you for that.
You haven't been in the basement chat enough to know that that's really a win for me. Can you imagine the hater I can be when I have no skin in the game? People just don't seem to realize the demon that is going to come out of me when there is nobody there for them to try to hold against me.
So, are you staying with the Heat, or are you going to follow Caleb?
Oh, a fucking course. I would not miss it for the fucking world.
Okay.
I love y'all, mostly. But the fact that there will be nobody for them to throw back in my face is going to be fucking amazing. Because if we win next year, I'm fucking celebrating. If we lose next year,
Oh,
I
well,
am a
you're not
fucking grade
celebrating.
A
Y'all
Hold
troll.
on,
good.
wait.
You're
Before
not.
y'all say another word, my boy Marcus Moore again empty in his bank account, giving us the 99 cent. Don't know.
Not
And
another
put
99 cents.
and then he put a poop emoji. Brother, you are on fire right now.
Tell him come on into the chat. I feel like if he
Yeah,
gave up his last
Brother,
250.
you giving us enough money to join the stage. Join us at playback.tv/the
Come
Basement
on,
Sports
Marcus.
Network. Jump into this live. We let everybody on stage over here so that they can talk
Clearly.
their shit. Yeah. Why not? Like I don't
know what
get
the
the
fuck
point of
I'm
that.
talking about. They still let me here. Come
Yo,
on
Ro-
through.
I don't get why you have this platform and not let people talk to you. It's
I
insane
don't
to me.
know.
What's up, Dolphin?
do you have like for the basement like Zelle, Cash App, none of that?
Yeah, we got a basement. We got a basement account, like a
Yeah.
separate.
Add Anthony47. You could send in. I
That's
spread the
I'm
love.
I'm easily duped, but not that easily duped.
yeah. Use the basement's Gmail account, the basement sports network at gmail.com.
All right.
Zelle some money. Y'all can always do it that way. You can go to the website, the basement sports network at .com and donate there. Like, brother, one thing about it, two things for sure. Roy has set up several different ways for us to receive money. We got PayPal.
Yes, sir.
Hey, the website too, right?
Huh?
The website too, don't it?
Yeah, the website. We got PayPal. We got what's the other one? I gotta pay people through that shit.
Western Union.
Oh,
Come
Zelle.
on, brother.
This feels like when a homeless man one time told me he'd take Cash App, bro. Like this is not missing out.
Well, the basement ain't got no Cash App yet, but I can make one. Cause we got our own separate card. Venmo. That's what I was thinking about. We got a Venmo.
Look at this! Look at this fucking team being up by 20. This is like the burst of energy a dog gives you before it dies. Like it's like, yeah, very nice of you to score to
Who
be
are
up
the
by
refs
20
tonight?
now.
Listen, I believe.
Scott Foster's the only ref that you need to know.
Got him.
Don't let them get one.
Because I feel like I've been over here running my mouth and just looked at the TV and thought, you will not fool me again, Satan. I am not falling for it.
I do like how
I need one of these jobs at the arena, because these people get paid like 60,000-70,000 to do these like running around being energetic for your team type shits. I need that.
it's kind of crazy that everybody's done.
I just want to be one of those scary looking women that just face the crowd the whole time and dare you to make the wrong fucking move. They're not normally my color, but I would love to have that job.
Yeah, that one lady at Heat games, every fucking game I go to.
There's one on the Hornets too.
The one lady at the
I've
Heat
even
game.
talked to Jenny about it before.
You talking about Biscayne Dale or whatever their name is?
Yeah, it's the one. I remember there's that one video of Bad Bunny. She told him, "Hey, sit the fuck down. Please don't do that Triple H impression over here." I'm like, that's the lady. That's her.
Brother, I don't know. I just know like water boys in the NFL get paid like 60,000.
Mascots get 6 figures.
That's what I need. I could be a mascot.
You gonna be like the Jaguars mascot, just flying down from the sky?
I'll be like Bernie, bro. I'll be out there dancing and all, bro. Put me out there with the golden oldies. I get busy, man.
The Magic, I think it's the Magic mascot. You always got to ride around the hoverboard shit. I'd bust my ass in that costume.
Yeah. I ain't riding around none of that. Nah, just let me dance, bro. Like I can do that. Did that child have on like a button-up shirt?
Man, corporate America sets its claws into younger people.
Oh, it had like he had like a dress shirt on.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say business casual.
That's at a basketball game is insane. But I'm also like a sweatpants guy. I wear sweatpants everywhere.
I mean, I dress comfortable to the movies and whenever I go to the game. So
no. Like I mean, I work from home too, so like I spend all day in my like sweatpants.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. That would make me go smoke weed and I like take a nap in the middle of the workday and don't do shit. So I had to put regular.
I do that in the middle of the day too.
Yeah, but I wasn't doing. I had to go put regular clothes on so I could like have a routine to actually get shit done.
Hey, brother, in between them Zoom meetings.
Like I'm supposed to be doing some studies and then I'm just in the middle of like a 2K game or Madden.
Nah, I don't do that. Nah, I don't play the game in the middle of my work day. I actually do work, but like,
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm glad they made me start going back into the office.
Nah, brother. I've been working from home for 4 years now.
Jesus.
Ever since COVID, bro. I haven't been back to an office since COVID.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers lucky.
It's not lucky, bro. I search for remote work.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna leave my job next year. I get.
Is that not an offensive foul?
Yeah, that is. They called it.
All right, I'm watching on mute. I'm so like off of the Doris Burke JJ Redick combination. I'm like,
I haven't heard it. Is it that bad? Like, because I always listen to music.
So
on with y'all.
from the way like most people view it, like JJ Redick has taken like the basketball purist thing to an annoying level.
Oh yeah.
He's like anti-ball don't stop.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's against all hezzy tween combinations at all times. Like
I'm not gonna bullshit you, bro. Like it just pisses me off that the Celtics are winning the shot. Like they could be speaking in fucking Spanish. If the Mavericks were up 3-0, I'd be like, yeah, I agree, JJ. I agree, Doris.
You agree? Great players.
Great Gortat screen.
No, absolutely. Look at that angle that he took on the screen. Of course it was gonna work out like that. I'm like, I mean, but when it's happening when the Celtics are up 3-0, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Seriously.
How is Luka running a Spain pick and roll with no Spaniards on the court?
Fucking JJ's gonna talk to me about the intricacies of a pin down screen. I'm like, man, if you don't shut the fuck up, man.
JJ Redick has gotten outrageous with this kind of.
Hey, who's gonna be the Lakers coach? Because I don't think JJ's about to take that job after that.
This
week. Oh, hey,
you're about to get a letter in the mail, bro.
I would take that multi-million-dollar contract to run that franchise in the ground.
Check.
Why do you keep screaming? Keep typing terminal lucidity.
But yeah, if I get the head coach of the Lakers job, y'all just want to see me. I'm gonna check in the middle of the game and ask for some advice.
You sound like some shit from like a Disney Channel movie. It's like the job of a lifetime.
It's Thunderstruck or whatever, like Mike.
Check, bro. You on the stage, bro. Why do you keep typing that shit up there?
Damn, they whooping their ass.
Google it.
Shit.
I'm finna punch your ass. What does it mean?
If I tell you, you won't learn.
He's saying what Dolphin said about the last burst of energy before you die.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. So this is what they're doing. I get it. I get what he's trying to say.
You know, light flash before your eyes. You see everything clearly.
I banned that nigga, bro.
Oh man, poor bastard.
Get on my nerve, bro.
This is so I remember because somebody tweeted this when Joe Flacco was playing like a god for the Browns. Everyone's like, "Yo, I'm not fooled by this, dog. This is like when your old ass dog gives you that crazy burst of energy before you die. It's a week later."
I didn't remember that Jameis is on the Browns now, so don't let Deshaun better not get hurt. That's all I know. He about to lose that team for real if Jameis on that team.
Yeah, fuck him.
I'm finna unban check, but I don't know how to do that check. So
I don't know how Jameis does it, but I've never seen a team hate Jameis.
Jameis Winston?
Yeah,
because he's the fucking GOAT.
That is the funniest nigga in the NFL.
No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I'm not gonna purchase his jersey or nothing like that. But when he had that thing with the Dennis Allen situation with the last game of the season, and he's like, he said, put us in victory formation. Tell that guy to go fuck himself. Let's run another formation.
Come on, bro. Let's get my dog a touchdown out here.
Yo, when he was in the locker room after he like tore his ACL or whatever on the crutches and they was going crazy.
All right. I unbanned that nigga check. But he up there nice.
So
What's
I
up,
had
Helen?
to leave. I had to leave for a moment, but I am back, and I would just like to say, if ever anybody was going to admit in their hardest of hearts that the NBA is really literally only a half a step above wrestling. There is no fucking way.
There is no baddies. What are you talking about?
If this is not goddamn Ric Flair and company, and you tell me with a straight goddamn face that I am wrong,
You talking about Boston getting their ass whooped right now?
He's talking about the script. The script is
The
scripting,
script
The script
is fucking in black and
Hey,
white.
listen, they better not
Hey,
use my
Royal,
script.
shout out to my guy Royal. This shit here ain't black and white, my brother.
My
This
script gonna
shit
have Boston
here
fans
is
ready to kill
Sting
themselves.
versus Ric Flair, circa 19 goddamn 97. And if anybody wants to come in here and tell me different, you a lie.
Somebody asked me before the game. It was like, what you think? You think they're gonna get swept? I was like, there's no way the NBA is gonna let this
No,
happen.
they want more money, but I didn't realize they would let it be this obvious.
The minute you see Scott Foster on the docket, the NBA's will.
Scott Foster ain't even to blame for all of this. Like,
He
this
is
is a whole
always
interaction.
he is always to blame.
You should have known how this shit.
Come
You
on,
should have
bro.
known how
This
this.
is
I'm being
Rowdy
honest,
The
Roddy
minute you
NBA
saw
Hot
Derek
Piper.
Lively hit a corner three.
NBA saw what happened last year when we blew that 3-0 lead. They might fuck around let Dallas get
No.
real quick.
This is like a chain
Listen, can you imagine
stage
the ratings
event
if it goes from
with
Boston
Ric
being up
Flair
3-0?
and Sting and Rowdy Roddy Piper and the Ultimate Warrior. This shit here.
I don't know. Like
The Ultimate
Four
Warrior
Horsemen.
had the coldest opening.
the NBA
coldest.
somehow get a game 7 out of this, that's gonna be crazy.
And then all of a sudden, the Undertaker's gonna come out. That is Scott Foster. The rest of this shit is already cinema.
So when I saw Scott Foster was hosting,
I'm gonna just tell you like this, man.
I knew he was out. I knew it was over. What's up, dog?
Everything I needed to know about how this game was gonna go was the minute I saw Derek Lively hit a corner three. I said, "Yep, that's exactly what's gonna happen tonight. Wrap it up. Thought they won."
Adam Silver will rot in hell. Like he's going to stew. That shit. This is the nastiest work that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
What?
he's really fucked this league up.
I don't know if he he did good by like initially.
I mean the money has gone up, and that's kind of his job.
And that's kind of his job, bro. Like make us more money, and he's done that.
Yeah.
But the game,
the game, it's absurd. Like, oh, that's what Thread was asking earlier.
Based game, and so you want to give it
Wow, bro.
Thread was asking earlier how to fix it, and I was like, the NBA basically they got rid of dynasties. Like,
yeah. Let's make parodies.
Yeah.
Let's make it like the NFL, where anybody
and that's what I'm like.
can
It
win.
works in NFL because 90's a little much, but most of the NFL's like just blind luck because there's only 17 games, so it's like
Look at Jason Tatum on his Sting.
It's 17 games and a do or die playoff. Like that is so much luck involved in that shit that you can do the parody because the Detroit Lions can fuck around and be a game away from the Super Bowl. Like,
correct.
In the NBA, you cannot do that shit.
This shit is fake as fuck.
The NBA, like because of the way it's structured, like the best team usually does win.
Yeah, you have to shit yourself.
the best team usually does win, bro.
But how does the NBA not recognize that in the year of our Lord 2024, we know when some shit is up? Like, how do they not know that we're looking at this?
Man, David Stern was out here rigging games. They don't give a fuck. That's not
David Stern was out here rigging the fucking lottery.
That's like he out here bending envelopes and shit.
Bro, like David Stern had just started his fucking career as commissioner here in the NBA, and he grabbed that fucking envelope, bent the corner, broke the fourth wall, turned straight to the camera. Said, the fuck you gonna do it? You think he fucking stared straight at the camera and said, you fucking think Ewan's going to the Pacers?
Fuck out of here.
Fuck is you talking about?
Though,
he said y'all would be mad if we brought that game. Probably not.
I don't know. We don't keep that same energy throughout the season when it's probably happening there as well.
It's happening to a degree, but
everything is circumstantial, Heather. Like that's the problem. Like the
domino effect.
The opinion they like terraform to whatever the situation is. So it's like you can't have one take the entire season because that take has to change based on new evidence. So like saying that the Boston Celtics would fold in the playoffs, okay, that was true every year up until now. Like,
no, I don't think they pick a narrative and stick to it the whole time. But I don't know. I've had my Santa Claus is not real moment.
Well, I mean, to Royal's point, right? Like, yeah, they probably weren't expecting it to be Mavs Celtics, but but also the Celtics is up 3-0 now. We need to We cannot have a 4-game finals.
No,
but at least
especially not one of the lowest viewed finals in the last 20
I
fucking
feel
years.
like it was at least closer and more competitive
So they
with
not
the
even.
Celtics and the Heat, and then even with the Nuggets and the Heat has not been this
But that's what
bad. Like,
that's like. I mean, listen,
No,
the NBA is really.
if you want to make it look more natural, don't wait
The
until
Nuggets and the Heat.
fifth
The Nuggets
game.
and the Heat were exactly this bad. The Heat just won game 2.
Yeah, but also
Like
if
the
NBA
Heat
So not
never
quite.
looked like the Heat never looked like they were going to win a game.
No, but they won a game.
Yeah,
and
in
nobody
game 2,
cared.
and Dallas would have win this game.
Right,
like-
but what I'm saying is that if they wanted this to look like it was not the Wizard of Oz,
Oh no,
they
no.
probably should have done this game 2 or 3.
Listen,
They tried.
I'm telling you, they really want to put their foot on the gas. They're gonna make it go all the way to 7. That like
That's crazy. Somebody called you. The boy Chet called you Miss Heather in the.
Oh, that's so sweet.
oh no,
I
he's
have been
a
called so much worse, and I really appreciate that.
Is this guy an asshole? What's wrong with him?
Who Chet?
Josh
Don't-
Green.
Oh,
yeah,
I
don't
was
talk
say-
about Chet like that.
No, not Chet.
Well, Chet is asking you how do you feel about Noah nigga?
Ooh,
that's Kaniga. That's
Hey, man.
how do I feel about what?
Noah nigga.
I don't
That's
say
a-
bad words.
Yeah, I
That's
know
a
a
white.
couple.
That's a white football.
That is a white man. That is a white
That's a
football
white
player.
man. That's a white football player.
Yeah, I don't.
Pompano Beach, born and raised. I know a couple shit.
What? Fuck is you, Timmy? Wait, you from Pompano?
They
Yeah.
over here expecting us to believe that
Stop playing
Boston
with
got
me, dog.
30
Stop playing with me,
American
dog.
basketball
bullshit.
points and a half.
Dolphin, I'm from
We've
Pompano.
seen it.
Small fucking world.
Dolphin, I literally went to Ely, bro.
Bro, I went to Monarch, so I kind of was like,
Yeah, a magnet kid. You one of the smart people from Pompano. I grew up in Liberty Park.
You said they bust the white boy in?
If he's from Pompano, he's a different type of white boy. It makes total sense why
They bust you
Dolphin is the
in.
way he is. Wow, Pompano? You from over there about Pompano High?
just about.
Yeah,
Then I ended up moving to Springs and shit, so it was half and half.
yeah.
How was
But
that?
even still, Pompano. That's enough time for Pompano to infect you.
That's definitely one way to put it.
You said he got infected?
Listen, if you from Pompano, if you know, you know. Exit 36 is a dangerous place.
They got the mosque. I got the mosque next to Golden Acres.
Oh shit!
Bro, it's fucking. Whenever I spend my Eid, it was right across from Golden Acres. Damn.
Oh shit! The boy right across the street from GA. My grandma still live on 6th Ave, bro.
Hey man, it's fucking.
Right next to, I don't know what they call it now. It used to be called Omar's Market. What
Oh
they
yeah,
call this shit?
they're gentrifying the shit out of it, man. They got fucking. It's only a matter of time till I see a Whole Foods. So I'm be like, all right, it's over now. It's
Yeah,
over
I-
now.
I remember
I'd
I
like
was,
to-
I was going crazy when they put roundabouts in Pompano. I was like, why are you doing this?
I would
This
like
don't
to
make
take
no
this opportunity to say, as a white person, I do not shop at Whole Foods. Just throwing
That shit
that out
expensive.
there.
No, I don't blame you. That shit expensive as fuck.
Yeah, I'm a Costco girl, so
But you got a family though. You got
First go Sam's Club for the W.
not them children is grown. I was a Sam's Club member, but I will go on and let you in on a basic bitch move that I made, and I'll own it. Costco had the Starbucks brand egg bites, and that's all it took for me to move.
So Sam's Club, what happened is I got a credit card with Sam's Club, and they like accumulate cash back. So if you use the card enough, like it pays for.
that's
your-
what Costco does too.
Yeah. I just like I never pay for my Costco's membership. I just use
See,
a fucking.
I was
credit card.
paying for my Sam's membership because I didn't have it through Sam's. But when Costco got the Starbucks egg bites, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, game changer. And I went to change. You get 2% back on everything you buy, even with the membership from Costco. But then if you do the Costco credit card, you get 2% more back. And then they send you that in a check. And then old girl hooked me up and said, just FYI, if you don't spend enough to meet your $60 to make your payment with Costco, all you got to do is come over here to the counter and we'll credit it. And I was like, bet.
See, this is financial literacy, ladies and gentlemen. This is what y'all need to learn from us.
This
old
is what
niggas.
you learn.
This is what you learn from
older
these old people. How to manipulate these credit cards
Yes.
to get them rewards.
And I always pay that shit off
Come on now.
Immediately.
Zero balance. Even if you got the cash, use that credit card.
The word for today is you don't take a credit card until you don't need a credit card. Can I get a hallelujah?
Correct.
Amen.
I use my Apple Card for everything.
Every fucking thing. My Apple credit card is on point. I hooked my brother up. He was so excited, y'all. He got his Apple credit card via FedEx. He said, "Bitch, it came in a box," and I felt like it was singing to me when
because it's made of like titanium.
I said, "You got the big boy credit card."
Wait, do you make sure you use the Apple Pay, right? Because that gives you 2% as opposed to the 1% if you swipe the card. Yes. But they also give you the opportunity to like take all your cash back and put it into a high yield savings account.
Yes.
Where you get like 4.4% AP.
Mine is like 4.9, and I have moved all of my savings.
The savings account is only 4.4. Like it's universal for everybody.
Well, it was 4.9, but I think you're right. They
did was 4.9.
But yes, I have moved all of my savings that goes into my regular savings account. I have moved all of that shit over to Apple.
That shit makes total sense.
Yeah, because like with the credit union, I don't know how you guys are, but like North Carolina has a state employees credit union. And if you're family or whatever, you can get an account. But the savings account is like 0.2%. Like minimal.
Here too.
I moved all my shit over to my Apple high yield. Yeah. That is where all my money goes.
That's smart. I didn't move all of it over there, but I should move it all over there.
I moved every fucking dime.
Because I was reading an article about how Goldman Sachs was talking about like they needed to find Apple needed to find another lender because they were talking about splitting with Goldman Sachs. Mm-hmm. But they didn't end up doing it. They still
that's fine. If they do, I will then move again. But for now, all of my money.
For now, I need to take that. I need everything that's coming in.
Because I mean, obviously, I'm not going to pretend I'm not a rich person, but what I have in savings, am I going to let it earn 400% what it was with my state employees credit union?
Absolutely. We sorry, guys. We'll talk about basketball.
Sorry, now, segue. Let's move
on.
Oh
no, it's cool. This game boring as shit. I see that. Get your shit up.
Oh no. I want to talk about this game now. This is fantastic. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Financial literacy with the basement. Absolutely. You won't get this type of content nowhere else.
So let us teach you the way.
Brought to you by
because I got the Apple Card and I did not know any of that.
Brought to you by.
No, on God, listen. They don't know. Whoever just said that.
Use that high yield savings.
Yeah, whoever just said that, don't feel shamed. They don't make it easy to know.
I knew about the cash, kind of knew about the cash, but I didn't know it was different if you.
You go on. You have to click into your Apple Card. You have to then click into the link for the savings. They don't make it super simple, but you do that shit and you move every fucking dime you've got over there because in the fine print it tells you they cannot shit you on your money. They have made it very ironclad. So move your shit over there, let it earn what it can earn. And then you know what? If they decide to fall apart or move on, move that shit back over to your personal savings account. But for now, let that shit make money.
Yeah, for sure. I think bro, listen, and just some real nigga shit. Like, if you ever confused about it, send me a DM on Twitter, bro. I will talk through this shit with you. I am all about teaching people.
Yeah, no shame.
Like, kind of like financial literacy, bro. And I promise you, I ain't gonna put nobody shit out there.
They do not teach y'all in school what really matters in life.
They don't teach no.
And it has taken us this amount of time to get older. And
I would love it. I would love it if people like who support the basement just like learn finance and then like able to get more money that they like disposable cash that they because the more disposable cash y'all have, the more disposable cash y'all can donate to me. And that is the ultimate goal.
I already told you, you're not getting another $1 out of me because of that.
Look, all things considered, I mean,
it don't matter. I got the nasty man on my side. Fuck are you talking about?
I'll say this much: like, if this team ends up being the same exact team next year as it was this year, it might as well end up becoming a literacy like a financial literacy podcast. It ain't gonna be basketball. I don't think.
If we can actually make a difference in the world, it ain't gonna happen with the Miami Heat.
Like, I do not have a problem doing that because, like, real shit, I have a CPA. Like,
right.
I very much so like to know where my money is going and what it's doing. Like, I like my money to make money for me.
No, in all seriousness, we act like fools on here. Yeah.
Come on now. The boys know that. The boys
We are
nobody's
very
dummy.
smart people, some of us. So just know that
Some.
while I don't know shit about basketball, I will make you some money. Don't ever get it twisted.
For sure.
I will help you out in the game of life.
If anybody knows how to make dashboards out of raw data, I can probably get you a job.
But while we're talking, while we're on the fact of how I don't know anything about basketball, Anthony DiNardo, my best friend.
I'm still here.
Anthony. Sorry,
I'm
my
about to
brother
say
was
Anthony
talking to me
Donato
at the
is your
same time.
if Anthony Donato is your best friend, you need
He
better
is
taste
he
in
is
life.
about the topic I'm about to approach.
He fucking sucks.
And you are absolutely wonderful. And if ever you feel like you are getting some hours of sleep and you
Nigga
have
won't
some
make the
time,
basement no videos because he's too busy making them for his own page.
listen, we got to do what we got to do. But if you find a spare moment
Make me money, not yourself.
and you feel like you want to help a girl out who has no help at all, if you ever feel like you want to just make a little something that's cute for the Culture Shock account, we would absolutely very much appreciate you. And we are
Good.
down
You have to
bad.
pay him. You have to pay him.
And we don't have no money. I'm
Well,
fucking with Lola.
Well, you're not getting Ant. That's not the way this works. You have to
Leah
pay Ant
is
for these
PRN
videos.
as a motherfucker. I don't even know where Leah's at.
First of
And I
all,
got
I hate Anthony Donato. I will not let him do shit for free though. No, you have to pay him
Aunt
First
just
real
off,
hit,
money,
Aunt
not
as
no
hit,
soon as
IOU type shit.
as
Aunt hit
soon
me
as
up on the
Royal
side.
first off, as soon as Royal lets me out of his basement, I've been locked down here for 2 years now.
You
I'll
in the
be happy
student
to
loan
do work for the
program?
network and for Culture Shock. As soon as he feeds me a couple times a day, but it's
So,
Wendy's. So do we
so
really count
you
that?
own
I
the
don't know.
student loan program. The United States government student loan program is where you're saying you're at. Okay.
What you want from Culture Shock though?
We just
Pay
don't
him.
have anything. Like, what do
Pay
you
Well,
him.
you
mean?
need
What do we
something
want?
first.
We are at the bottom level. We have not posted
Pay
in
him money.
months.
Well, he not gonna post for you. He will
No,
make you
I
a
don't need
video
him to post it.
with his
I have a
fucking
lot of
face on it.
skills. I can teach you about a high yield savings account. I am not the
That is
girl
not money.
that I'm not the girl that can go on Canva and create, a goddamn post. It's just not my thing. I just need I just
He
need
don't go
every
on
once in a
fucking
while
Canva.
a little content, a little
Yeah,
something that looks nice for our
Ant's
Well,
page.
content costs money.
for well,
Royal, don't do this to me.
I'm gonna
I
do it to
did
you. If
appreciate.
you think I'm gonna give Ant services to anybody else, he make videos for his own channel and for the basement. That's it.
Well,
Everybody else,
now
you got to
listen.
pay
Last
him.
year, you told us that what's his name would help us. Oh,
Who?
Justin
Just
Sound.
listen.
Eh,
Justin won't even help us right now.
Right.
He
We are
won't do no
down
work.
bad.
He moved to Broward and learned how to finesse. He don't do no work nowhere.
Oh God.
He don't do no
I
fucking
feel
work.
like you might as well look out that man, Brian Young.
You know what's crazy? Like most of that's what I'm saying. Like that's the predicament that we're in at the basement. These niggas, once they become disinterested in what the team got going on, they don't want to work no more.
It is hard to do. I have fallen
Eh,
victim to that
I
myself.
tried to join Struggle Meals last episode. I wasn't allowed, so that's not on me.
You got blocked from the cookout. That's so sad. I
Yeah.
tell you who will never block you. Culture Shock. That's all I'm gonna say
Yeah,
about
as
that.
long as he gonna block y'all ass if y'all don't pay him no money.
He gonna send us the
Come on, send them
he
an
gonna, he
invoice,
gonna,
and
he gonna send us the Adam Barai invoice. Look
that
into
nigga
the camera with my
Adam
eyes.
Adam Barai better give me my goddamn money right here lying
That
about me
shit's
on
so
that
funny to
channel.
know that he actually owes you because he said
Yeah,
that shit with his chest in that
that's
video.
people don't understand like how Adam Barai operates his life.
It's
He
just
moves in
hilarious.
order to get on my nerves.
He literally said, if you don't pay me my money within X amount of days, you will see what's going to happen. And I was over here like, oh my God.
I'm legit finna call him.
You got to watch it first. Just watch it
No.
for yourself.
I don't have to watch it. I'm gonna call him and put him on speakerphone so y'all can hear this nigga lie to me.
I also don't understand why he never thinks about doing spaces unless it's 3 a.m. Like he is older now. Like please join the crowd of those of us that
He
are
just graduated.
responsible.
He
You
just
have a
graduated.
whole ass
Goddamn.
law degree, yet you are still fucking with Chef Trilly at 3 a.m.
He just graduated from law school. Hold on, I'm calling Adam.
Hello.
Hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm well.
Adam, did you go on Ant's YouTube channel and tell motherfuckers that I owe you $500?
I'm going under a bridge.
You're not going on the bridge. You're a fucking liar.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
The classic white.
I can't hear you.
You are a fucking liar and you are a snake. Why you going on Ant channel lying to people, bro?
Royal,
What?
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're breaking up.
You're a fucking liar.
Mm-mm.
I hear you, but
Stop.
I don't hear anything after that.
Stop.
I
using
think
your
he ran off with your money, Royal.
That man
I
said he's
got
under
I
a
got you on
bridge in
speakerphone,
Boston.
and I'm doing a playback, and people are listening. And you talking. Somebody say you think you ran off with my money. Like I don't know your fucking address.
Think he ran out with your money, man.
Is the bridge you're
Like I
under
don't know
in
your fucking
Boston?
address.
Wait, what happened?
I got you on playback right now, and I'm calling you on speakerphone so people can hear you, so that they know you lied about my goddamn money. This shit ain't funny.
He under a long ass bridge.
Don't be lying on public platforms saying that I owe you no money, Adam.
The bridge is getting longer.
Shut the fuck up. You are in the house. Look, he hung up on me. He hung up on me.
That bridge line is elite. I can't even lie. That man immediately said he was under a bridge.
That shit is hilarious, bro. I talk to Adam Barak probably 5 to 6 times a week. Like
That shit was hilarious.
on like some random shit, bro. Like man just called me about nothing all the time. Shit's funny as shit. Is that Tim Hardaway? Tim Hardaway, what you doing hugging the enemy? Ugh, I'm disgusted. I am disgusted.
Well, let's continue to watch the WWE.
Bro, do y'all feel like Deuce Tatum like gets a little bit too much access?
Braun came back.
This is not
came back.
LeBron. This my brother just came through talking about LeBron came back. This is
I
not
heard-
LeBron.
Oh, so now LeBron's good.
Listen, don't let my haterism for LeBron. Stop sending me LeBron shit. I don't want to hear it. I'm a full hater.
Correct.
LeBron's the fucking truth.
I do not want to hear about how he's the truth. Fuck him.
That's a little harsh. Why you so mad at LeBron?
I don't know. It was a narrative I kind of came up with a while back, and I kind of had to stick with it
All right,
on principle.
The fact that you said you came up with a LeBron hater narrative is
I
insane.
did, like all in my
Your
own
voice is
head.
sitting right there, and you right here talking
It
about you.
was, I cannot tell you a lie. He didn't do anything ever.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shit.
I used to be on board with Skip Bayless with that LeBron slander. I was like, tell him the truth, Skip.
Not severe.
When it was cold pizza back in the day.
You talking
The
about,
bad part is
talking about
that
first
I talk
Cleveland.
a little shit myself, but why I'm
Yeah,
mad
I'm
at
talking
LeBron
about
doing it,
first
I don't even
Cleveland.
know.
The first Cleveland Skip was elite.
No, I was down on them battlefields in that Kobe versus Braun argument. I knew I was gonna win in the end, but it was hard out here when Kobe got 2 more of them. It was hard.
I really can't tell you a reason why I've not.
I had that
LeBron.
was running away from Kobe narrative going crazy back then.
It was hard, man.
I really
I
don't
had
know.
some
Wow.
nasty agendas in my. Oh, hold on, Barack calling me back.
He out from under the bridge.
What, bro?
I have 5 seconds before the next bridge. I talked to you about nothing.
You talked to me about what?
I talked to you about nothing 5 to 6 times a week about nothing. I gotta go.
Oh, he joined.
So you in the play? That's
This
his way of
man
letting me
joined?
know. That's the way. That's his way of letting me know that he's watching in
Mhm.
here from a burner account. because it doesn't have like it's Johnny
It's not
D.
on the
Bitch.
playback. It must be on
It's
the YouTube.
Johnny D. That is Adam Barra's burner account on playback. Johnny
It's not
D.
on the playback. There's only 5 of us in here.
No, there's 11 people in here. 5 of us on stage.
Listening. Okay.
It's for Johnny D. I know who you are.
Oh, Johnny D.
This is
Hey,
Adam Barra.
Adam.
No, fuck that. Don't say hi to him. He got offended that I called him. Would you rather me say that you talk to me about nothing, or would you rather me tell them what you're actually talking to me about? Because I can do that. This is also live on YouTube and Twitter too. So I can tell people your personal business. If that's what. I don't have a problem.
Wait a minute. Somebody asked to be my friend.
Not nobody in this shit. Oh,
Yes.
let's check. He said, Miss Heather, can I be your best friend?
Don't act like
Wait.
Check's not a person.
He's not.
He deserves to have a life.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Oh, God.
Check the gamer is a nigger with a hard R.
Oh,
That is crazy.
that's why.
Open the door, bro. Open the door, gang.
Adam
Yeah.
done showed up at your house?
No, that's my son. Garrett? You already take a bath?
Yeah, I did.
Oh. What's up, bro?
He felt like you were having a lot of fun and he wanted to join in.
Right. You about to go to bed?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good night.
Oh, he's so sweet.
He's not sweet. He is a demon.
He said yes, sir.
Close
That
my
was
door.
enough for
Oh.
tonight. He did say yes, sir.
That is mandatory in my house.
Right, ours too.
Yeah.
Somehow, yes, ma'am. Didn't necessarily make the cut, but yes, sir, did.
Yes, ma'am. Make the cut too. It's
mostly the cut here, but it's only from my son. My son
Brother.
has been held to a higher standard than my daughters.
That's
These
natural.
little hoes seem to just say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
My son has had to walk a fine line. It's
I
yes,
will
sir, yes, ma'am.
I will open palm both of my children. I will bust
Somehow,
them up.
the girls get away with more than the son ever did. He has way more patience for the girls than the boy.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
I don't question it because it is what it is.
I dropped my daughter off to college today and was fucking heartbroken. Like,
Yeah.
You hear me? Leaving my baby out there to fend for herself. I can't stand the thought of it. My son is 13 years younger than my daughter, and I would drop his ass off to college right now and wouldn't blink.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like with the girls, it's like the shit must have to build up because there were moments that I thought he might kill them, but it was very few moments and they were very far spread out. Like, they had to really push him to that limit.
Because
Boy wise, though, oh my God. Yeah, you better, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Wash a dish, mow the yard, take the trash out. Don't even halfway act like you got an attitude because you might die today.
Yes, your husband knew that your son had a long life of half black, half white ahead of him.
It
So
really is.
He needed to train him
And
just
even
in case he was viewed as a black man.
And even to this day, he says, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Them girls, what? It's like,
oh yeah,
y'all grew up in the same household. Like, but again, at the same time, it's weird because like they can fight like cats and dogs with their dad, and like he can do no wrong. But like if we get into it about something, like that shit takes a little time to get over. It's just a daddy-daughter thing. I don't know, but
it is.
It takes a little time. We're
Those are
still
my
wonderful.
angels.
It's great, but it takes a little time.
I used to beat my daughter when she was younger and then take her out for ice cream immediately afterwards. So she still doesn't give a shit about getting in trouble. Oh well. His life.
At what time in the third does Boston give up? Like 7 minutes?
I mean, it depends on how hard Jaylen Brown decides he want to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, be careful.
You know what's so fucked up about it? if the Mavs just executed way better in games 2, and this should be 2-1 down.
Kyrie showed up.
Poor
No, see
bastard.
that's what they want us to think. They want us to
No,
think
that's
that
not
it really could have been
of the truth.
2-1.
It could have been if Kyrie had played like
Kyrie played like dog shit for 2 games.
So is he the difference tonight? It's not WWE.
I mean,
I haven't watched.
he played well last game, but like
It wasn't enough.
It wasn't
Yeah.
enough. But tonight,
difference
all of a
tonight-
sudden,
No,
Boston's
Kyrie playing like dog shit again right now. He 5.
Yeah, he's terrible.
so
Nah, Luka actually doing some carrying.
Ric Flair is doing the carrying.
And Derek Lively is actually playing pretty well. You know, in foul trouble.
Thing.
Yeah, Derek Lively, 10 rebounds, no fouls.
This is the Derek Lively people thought would be the huge X factor coming into the series.
Yeah, it's all right. Listen, sometimes you gotta take a little bit to get right.
Look, man, I don't want to count
Don't
the
let
chickens
them
before they
get
hatch, but
Don't let them get.
I'm telling you now, if this series is still going on a week from now,
Oh, listen, I don't give a fuck if they win. I don't care if they win.
if this series is still continuing a week from now, and there's a Game 7 in Boston,
they gonna shit themselves.
you're going to see the tightest ass team in the history of basketball.
Oh my god! Yo, listen. Oh my god! I think NBA Twitter would collapse on itself.
No, I'm telling you, that might be the biggest thing that can happen to basketball Twitter is this
Ever.
team blowing a 3-0 lead.
Ever. That would be that's for
Oh
sure
my
worse than
god,
the
that would be
bubble Clippers?
amazing.
The bubble Clippers was crazy.
No,
That
this
is
would
immediately blown that out the water.
would be bubble Clippers times up 100.
It would be like the end game to Infinity War. Like
It's true.
Did y'all see where Doc Rivers tweeted out earlier, like just out of nowhere, nobody asked, and he was like, "Yeah, oh, dude, just didn't work out
Are you talking
all
about
summer."
Damian Lillard, he
was on-
said,
Maybe
"Coach."
yes, just
he was
out
on
of
Bill
nowhere.
Simmons. He was on
Out
Bill
of
Simmons'
nowhere.
podcast, and that came up.
No excuses. Like, how the fuck do you just, as a coach, go
Scott
say
Foster's been-
shit like that?
I mean,
Scott
he
Foster's
knew.
been very patient with Tatum. Like in a regular season game, he would have definitely given him a tech for all
No,
those.
he's about to take him up by the end of this. So he gonna shut the fuck up.
Like all he's been
Never
doing
gonna
has been
happen.
like that hand movement. That's Tatum's favorite thing when he disagrees with a call is like the man whatever hand movement. If this was a regular season game, he would have teed him up already. He's been very patient with this guy.
That's because they're up by almost 30 points. He ain't gonna give him shit he don't have to.
I'd do it just cause.
I would too, because I hate that motherfucker, but apparently Scott Foster has a WWE agenda that's already written out.
Brother, he is an Adam Silver henchman. Okay.
Are you Heather? You sound disappointed that you like you learning.
No, I had already gotten my heart wrapped around the fact that the goddamn Boston Celtics were going to pull it out.
Well,
I
listen,
don't
it's
need
not-
the shit stretched out.
Well, I'm saying it's not, and it's like the Scott Foster.
Look at
thing.
PJ Washington.
It's
Look at
not a-
Mr. worse than Caleb.
It's not-
I'm not
it's not a
collecting
guarantee.
single fucking dollar from this goddamn fifth game that's about to come up. I would have rather this shit been done.
Not, but listen, it's not like the Scott Foster thing is like guaranteed that it's gonna fuck it up. But
No, but
He gon-
clearly the script was written.
well, I mean, they just know Scott Foster is a little orny motherfucker, and he gonna call some stupid.
I'm looking
shit
at these
consistently.
white ass Dallas Mavericks fans, and they are really buying into this shit. They're looking at it like, yeah, all we had to do was come home.
No. Oh well, I mean, maybe, but I don't really
It's
believe it.
sad.
I don't believe in home court advantage really because I think
I don't either.
You should know how to fucking play.
But they
That's-
paid a lot of money for those seats, so you know, whatever. I don't know. I also have coworkers who bought Indiana Fever seats for just no goddamn reason at all for $150 a seat and just resold them all for $1,800 a seat.
Yeah.
That sounds like a reason to me.
Listen, call off
Yeah.
the dogs, man. If Derek Jones
Just
hits
saying.
corner threes, just call
When
off
people
the
in
dogs.
North Carolina are buying Indiana Fever tickets to resale, things have changed.
I mean, listen, I knew people like in Pittsburgh buying chlorine tablets to sell in California during the pandemic.
Chlorine?
The chlorine was a money mover during the pandemic.
What were they doing with chlorine?
Everybody was home. You need chlorine for your pools.
Oh, okay.
So they just bought up all the chlorine tablets and flipped them.
Flipping the chlorine tabs.
It was formula, chlorine, Conda toilet paper, and sneakers. Those were like the four big
Yeah,
money.
toilet paper was kind of big around here too. I feel like Royal left to go call Adam Bry.
I didn't leave to go call Adam Mariah. I left to go listen to Big X the Plug.
Big extra plug.
Big X the Plug. Hey, he goes crazy, Heather.
I've never heard him.
A Big
I'm
X
always
Plug?
ready for something new.
Hey.
Clearly, I'm down bad right now because TV is so horrible. I'm rewatching P Valley.
The Boys just came out with their season 4, so you should watch that.
Jaylen Brown, thanks for fucking up your finals MVP narrative, you dick. You fucked yourself, buddy.
Hey, brother, Jason Tatum about to come out of this thing on top.
Maybe that was the real narrative.
Thanks for fucking it up, buddy. Now, if he has a good game, game 5, it's over for you, sir.
Correct. They've been looking for ways to try and get that bitch to.
Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier. Y'all don't think it was funny that they basically had all the post-series like analysis done already?
Dog, bro, Tatum and them, he said, look, we're just going to have to do it again next year.
That's why.
When the series wasn't even over yet, talking about we're just going to have to do it again next year. Do what?
Now
the game wasn't even over yet.
Yeah, this is the Boston Celtics y'all were hoping for. The front-running idiots. You know what I mean?
This is a fake-ass picture.
I know. But this is the team you was hoping for and that people was hoping for in the playoffs was these dumbasses. They gonna close it, but
y'all seen that video of Stephen A. walking into the game tonight?
I'm tired.
Yeah. Man, looking like he was Tom Brady.
That nigga was in that bitch like he was finna suit up.
Terrell Owens.
Who at ESPN told Stephen A. he's the voice for black people?
He told himself that apparently.
No, some VP told him
white people.
That big ass. Yeah, I'm about to say
Ain't no white. I cannot condone or say that all white people said that.
No. I'm what they pitched him the job as. You'll be the black face of our network.
They might have.
They pitched him as he'll be the face.
Like he's the voice for black people on ESPN.
He's not the only person he brings on there, though, that agrees with him. He has some asinine takes. Every once in a while, he'll say some shit that
Will Smith shit was crazy.
It's almost like it's again, I hate to keep saying it, but it's almost like wrestling. Like the shock value is really all it seems they care about. And if he delivers that.
Well, yeah, they TMZ now. So
yeah, it really seems to be. I have, however, been impressed with UD.
I don't really pay. I don't watch that show no more. I gave up on all that.
I was not watching it for the last 2 years, but once I saw that UD was on, I did watch for UD. And I thought that UD did a great job.
I think the only show, First Things First, is the only one I watch. Because them motherfuckers. Know what
that is.
That's like Nick Wright and Chris Broussard. Them motherfuckers are hilarious.
All I know is that 8:00 a.m. after I'm up, Sports Center Get Up is on, and then Sports Center or Get Up, whichever one comes first, and then at 10 a.m. is First Take.
Nope.
To 12 over here on where I'm at, and then I don't watch anything else.
You gotta watch the first 30 minutes of what it is, Undisputed. They come on at 9:30.
Hey, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I must be missing that.
If y'all listen to Bomani, but he was like talking about
the right time. Him and Dominic Foxworth.
Yeah, but I think it was like Monday's episode. He got a funny ass bar off talking about the Celtics. So he was like, Brad Stevens went upstairs and decided to follow the philosophies of one Robert Sarver with the coach, and they took.
Bomani has always been one of my favorite personalities on the like the whole shit.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's a dickhead though. Like too smart.
Yeah.
For his own good, but
yeah, he forget that he a nigga sometimes.
Yeah.
Learn your place, boy.
Oh wow.
For real, that's why he's not on ESPN no more.
That
I mean,
cannot be the case.
Think
Because
it
Stephen A.
because
Smith is right there.
no. Think it because you're a smart
Smith
nigga
is
that you can
entertaining.
excel at ESPN is insane. You have to do a little bit of cooning as a black man to succeed.
Stephen A.
on
told what's her? I don't remember who was on the show the other day, but he basically told her that the other day when he was like,
Know your
gotta work
market.
with them. Yeah, and it was like, yeah, you got to act like a buffoon on this network to make it work.
Now listen, buffoon is a little far.
No,
But
but it's the
understanding your
truth.
That's the
audience
truth.
is not different than what we have just said earlier.
So I'm gonna tell you, like, you got people like, I don't know if people remember them, but it used to be niggas who come on First Take named the Two Live Stews, and they like
Not
they
the Two
cool
Live Crew.
Two Live Stews.
I
But
said what
they
I
were brothers. Yeah, they were brothers. But they played the game for a couple of years, and then eventually, like, they started to become too woke for them, and they just disappeared off the network. Same thing with Jamel Hill and Michael Smith.
Same thing with Max on First Take. Max was showing up Stephen A. Smith a little too much.
Yeah,
A
that's
little
when
bit.
that was
See,
the
I
end.
think that's probably more about him showing up Stephen A.
No,
than-
but it kind of that break glass moment was the
When
with
T.O.
T.O.
said that Max is blacker than
T.O. said the quiet part out loud.
Now, see, I'm not going to argue with you at all about T.O. because that's my guy.
So, I'm not saying T.O.'s wrong. I agree with T.O. It's just Stephen A. and ESPN did not like T.O. saying.
They did not like that.
Listen, they ain't never liked anything T.O. had to say, which is why I personally love him.
Yeah, so that shit got Max kicked the fuck up out of there. But like the ESPN, like you have to meet a certain criteria in order to be there. And you know, some people are comfortable with that, other people are not. The people who are not comfortable with that, they have lost their careers.
Dominique talks about all the time on Bomani shit where he's just like, yeah, I got to come up with like 4 hours of just non-stop talking.
But if we're going to be fair, though, that would also mean that the current people, you got to keep the same energy.
You talking
So
about
to
like
me,
the podcast
that means that the current people that are a part of First Take have
They're
also
doing the
sold
same-
their souls.
Not sell your soul. But yeah, like Shannon has been acting
See,
slightly
you
different.
got certain rules for different people, though.
No,
That's
it's
where I'm
not. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. It's like ESPN is tolerant of it to a certain extent. Like if it's new, it feels edgy, it feels different. Like bringing Shannon Sharp over there is a jab at Fox.
But
like,
Shannon's also changed kind of how he acts.
Yeah,
on ESPN.
but Shannon Sharp is more PC over at ESPN than he ever was at Fox.
I'm glad we can talk about that now.
But you just said that Stephen A. is acting like a coon.
No, some people say that.
Heather, just full transparency, you probably shouldn't say the word.
I probably should.
Yeah,
I knew it when I said it.
Yeah. I'm confirming it. I'm confirming it. Don't say.
And I'm with you. I'm with you.
Now that we're here,
we're not here.
I'm gonna throw you a lifeline, Heather, because I want to talk about Shannon Sharp. So here,
to confirm, we're not here, and I never said that.
Right, like I don't know.
It's recorded on YouTube.
No.
Go ahead, Dolphin.
I think
Heather, you're right. I knew what you meant. We knew what you meant.
Like,
it was not meant to be.
I want to hear Dolphin's point.
The Shannon Sharp mad fucking corny because like all this fucking pot like the Johnson. Like all he does like talk about women and shit. They're like 20 years old. He's always fucking 250-plus-year-old men talking about fuck this girl.
They being purged.
When does this stop?
You talking about the nightcap shit?
When do y'all start talking about bingo and tapioca and shit?
the nightcap thing is completely different than like the other brands that they got.
That's fair. The nightcap is nigga Shannon.
Some of us are older, but we still would like to talk about.
No, that's fine. But the ESPN.
But even like what it is, the Club Shay Shay, that's sassy Shannon. Yeah. That's why he want. That's why he go to gossip. He gossips on sassy Shannon.
Yeah,
I'll give Shannon Sharp credit. We had Pulitzer Prize winning journalists and reporters who could that much information out of Williams the same way that fucking Shannon Sharp did. He just let him talk. Like, keep going. Just keep going. All he would do is lead him with questions.
To a certain,
that happened? I always be like, yeah.
But are we referring to a certain topic with Shannon Sharp and Stephen A., or is it just a roundabout discussion?
Well, it's just Shannon has.
I think Stephen A. more than.
You sound like Adam
like
Barai on
he's like
Anthony DiNardo's YouTube. Just Just so you know.
But yeah, I think yeah, Shannon has kind of
Like
like
Shannon feels like
ratcheted up the
a
coon.
spoof of himself.
He
Yeah.
has done it, and what's sad is it seems like and I've not watched but like 3 days in the last 2 weeks. So tell me if I'm wrong, but it almost seems like Shannon is doubling down more than even Stephen A. He's like it's
He just got he was listen. They just gave him a big ass extension. So,
so he's like really feeling himself.
well, I mean, he was finalizing that deal. That's kind of what they like. That's the point, right?
And
Like
I won't
they're
lie,
paying
there are
Shannon.
certain
They're
parts
paying
of
for that.
things
Yeah, they're
that
paying Shannon to be a character of Shannon Sharp.
right. But there are certain things that I will say, like if I'm trying to watch and be objective, and again, that's all based on the fact of like who I am in life. Like there are things that I'm like, okay, that's probably true. And then there are things that go too far, and I'm like, see, this is where you lose those of us that are truly in the
I think
middle and like
I
just
think I
trying to
think that's
find the
what people are
truth.
feeling about Shannon Sharp. Like he's
Yeah, he
leaning
does. He's
into
doing too much.
he's
Yeah.
leaning into the character of Shannon Sharp than it is like the Shannon Sharp the analyst. Like there's a
Right.
dynamic between he and Skip that he's trying to recreate, and it can't be recreated because Stephen A is the over the top one on first take. Like and
Yeah,
Stephen A needs
he's
to be
got to
balanced
play
out.
his. He's got to be realize he's second fiddle. He's
But
not
that's not his job.
right.
You can't be the nigga on first take with Stephen A.
No, you got to play second fiddle for sure.
But Stephen, it's also like an indictment on Stephen A's ability to kind of like pit castmates or like people to do the show with him. I think Stephen A has a desire to be the star of the show. And whether or
Of
not that's
course.
because he
Oh,
actually is the star or whatever, like Stephen A has a desire to be the star, and everybody he brings in, he expects people to kind of like fit around
Kiss the
his
ring.
orbit.
You gotta
what's
kiss the
the end
ring.
game for Stephen A. Smith? Does it like is he going to be like a
He wants
Dave
to be a
Letterman
late night.
type?
Yeah, he wants to be a late night show host, clearly, or like a talk show host. That's his
I
goal.
I'll
think
tell you
he's quite
now,
comfortable with
Uh,
what he's doing.
his
no, no,
personality is
no,
going to
no,
be too
no.
fucking great
But like
again.
his podcast is evident that he wants to do something kind of like more in the line of like the
Mainstream, not
podcast
sports.
thing. Like, yeah, he wants to be able to say curse words on his. He enjoys his pod.
Curse
He
words,
sees
pop
the money in it.
culture.
Yeah,
Right.
like he wants to be able to touch on everything. He thinks he is the product, not him talking about sports.
I mean, for the most part, the way I mean, in terms of ESPN personalities, he and Shannon Sharp are the only ones really. Nobody's tuning into ESPN to be like, oh, let me see what Mike Greenberg has to say about something.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say that.
they trying to do
To
that
be
with
But
Pat
fair,
McAfee. They trying to do that with Pat McAfee. Like
yeah,
McAfee was a huge draw, and he still might be, bro. Like because Pat
he's
McAfee's show is
barstool
like
light
different.
for them.
Yeah,
but
like
even to be fair, though,
he's
I don't
different.
agree with what Stephen A. says. But to be fair, the only hours that if I do tune in, that I tune into are 10 to 12, and
I
then
mean, yeah,
NBA Today from three to
but that's
four.
yeah,
And it's
no, you're
just
not
because
wrong.
there's nothing else out there that I identify with. Even though I don't like Stephen A.,
You
I
don't
don't want to
identify with
hear.
Stephen A,
I don't. Yeah, I don't. But I also
but you
don't want
don't
to
want to
hear.
listen to Skip.
I don't want to hear seven angry fucking
You gotta
old white
you,
men
you
I
talking
don't
gotta
want to
about
listen
listen
to the
to.
basketball
I
podcast.
don't want to listen to Skip, Keyshawn Johnson, and Paul Pierce talk about anything.
at
Oh yeah,
all.
that's bad. That's it. And, yeah, especially when Paul, because
So I'm
Paul Pierce
stuck with Stephen
is
A.
not getting on daytime television. Like,
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
stuck
Like
with First Take and
you
NBA
stuck.
Today.
That's what you in terms of like the content that's out there for
It's
like
all I
NBA
have.
enjoyers.
Yeah.
Like that's the predominant one. But that's why people are turning to like these alternative like podcasts. That's the reason why the basement is able to be a thing because people are tired of ESPN
Well,
and you
that's
just
true
want
because that is
something
also how
different.
I found you guys. So that is very
You
true.
want you want something different, and so people
Hmm.
are turning to podcasts, these little local networks or whatever. But even some of us, like even some of the local little shits, like I I don't fuck with like people start trying to become baby ESPN.
No, because see where they mess up is it's a slippery thing, but at the same time you understand why they're doing it. But it's like they
Because you
want
have
to
to
grow and they want to get bigger, but what they don't seem to realize is the bigger you get, your voice is determined for you. If you want
correct.
to have access to certain things and certain people, and then you're just another talking piece.
And
If you
that's
really
kind of
want to
like,
hold on to your integrity and you want to hold on to saying fuck this person, fuck that person, they're horrible,
then you got to
you
be
have to
expecting not
stay
to,
small market.
and you have to anticipate that you will never make any real money doing it.
Yes. And that's the biggest thing because people want to be successful, but then when they look at it, it's like, oh, well, I've got to kind of sell my soul to the devil to be successful. And then you see, do people make that choice or not? And I
Yeah,
see it even in with some of Five Reasons and some of Heat Miami Heat Beat, and they have some great people, but you
correct.
see the
There's a
turn that
brand.
they have taken.
There's a brand that you have to maintain. Like
Absolutely.
like people don't want their brands associated with things that can be viewed, as like
Right. And no
potential business
player is
killers.
going to ever come on and be a
Correct.
guest
And you know what I
if
mean? And
you
like that limits
ever
your
say
market.
a single fucking word about them. Right.
But luckily for y'all, Roy don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't make no money off the basement.
Facts.
I do
Adam
what the
still owes
fuck.
him $500 today.
I do what the fuck I want. I will say what I want, and if nobody ever fuck with me because of it, then fine.
No,
Like
but that's why, there's a beautiful thing in a small market. It's how I found you guys. And but like you said,
it's also a
you
more
do
personal
have to make a
relationship.
conscious decision that that's
Yeah,
where you're going to live. Or
yeah,
people
like
don't have the freedom to speak if they grow, because then you take yourself out of all of that and you turn into being politically correct and you get to maybe make one bold statement here and there,
but
and
also
it's
like you
just
got to
it's
look at it like
stupid.
because you got to look at it like the basement can be much bigger than it is.
It
Like
yes, I
if we
agree.
just decide to stop saying the word nigger, like if we just stop saying it,
Yeah,
we could
maybe.
if we no definitely like if we stop saying
Yeah.
nigger and
Like
we
you stop
stop.
giving me screen time.
Well, not you. Like you're one of the people who people would accept to give us money. But like, if it's like you remove what makes Kendall and Threat, or what makes me me, like
Right.
we won't say nigga. We won't shit on the team to a certain extent. We'll just be critical. We'll give you what you need. We can make more money as that because we
Yeah.
have a connection with our audience that other networks just can't quite achieve.
Right.
But the connection that we have with y'all is established by the fact that we will call somebody a sorry bitch and keep moving.
Right.
So it's like, what do you value more? I value the relationship that we have with our audience.
Absolutely.
I value the people who fuck with us because they fuck with us, not for no other reason. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, y'all fuck with us because y'all feel like y'all can get some people who actually say something against the
Right.
team. But
And not that it's, it doesn't necessarily take away from the fact that I guess some of these other networks are successful and they have all these other shows and
they
they
do
make
great
money.
work. There's an
And they,
audience for
yes,
everybody.
and at the core, they do great work, and some of them have really great skill sets, and we're proud of what they do. But at the same time, they have gotten to the point to where, like when I found you guys, it doesn't even matter so much what your basketball opinion is. This is just my own opinion. It doesn't even matter if I agreed with everybody wholeheartedly about what they said.
No.
What I personally, which obviously my age, my demographic doesn't necessarily fit, but is who I am. So for who I am, I was looking for something that was refreshing and funny and just said what they meant and meant what they said and didn't give a fuck what anybody else thought. That to me is entertaining. That to me
And
is funny. That is what
it's
I want
also
to
like,
see.
Heather, it's also like where does a white middle class woman from
Right.
North Carolina fit
Thank you.
in terms of like with a black husband, and
Right.
like where does she fit in terms of like at least like having a community that will accept her flaws and all?
Right.
Like where am I going in the place
Right.
where they disrespect everybody?
Right.
so
But
like
see, that's a good point to make because I'm in a space where I have to make that same choice, right? Would I rather
yeah,
be disrespected on a daily basis and know that people are keeping it real? Or would
correct.
I rather be with the people who act like every fucking thing that is said offends them? And they need to have 19 goddamn conversations about it. I would rather get fried and go to bed and wake up the next day and it's a new day than to be with a group who feels like everybody's feelings fucking matter and let's all talk about it and pray about it and go pride about it. No. Like, I would rather you just fucking fry me and let's start over to fucking tomorrow.
Correct.
But that's just me personally. Everybody's not like me. But to your point, Royal,
that's the audience.
you never know who your audience is going to be. Because
your
some people
audience
would
is
look
your
at me
audience.
and say, there's no way she should be their audience.
But our audience is our audience.
Sorry to interrupt. Is that four white people out there for the Celtics?
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
yes,
this is over.
Yes,
indeed.
That's the
yes,
white
indeed.
You didn't have to do me like that in my one moment.
No, I didn't know that wasn't about you, Heather. I just noticed that when they put the white dudes on the court, then that's over.
Is that O'Shea Brissett out there?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah,
hold on.
Brother, 4 white people and O'Shea Brissett.
Oh my God, it is.
Hey, brother.
Game over.
In the third quarter?
Yeah, Luka getting checked out, Kyrie getting checked out. Rest up for next game. We win about down there 40.
Are Sting and Ric Flair going to come out? That's all I want to know.
No.
Yes.
No, they finna get their ass whooped game 5. But
yeah, this is just giving us false hope.
Giving who false hope?
No, not even me.
Nobody believes that.
Them Dallas fans, though, they gonna be unbearable.
I will say that, yeah, they win game 5 though. Fuck it.
If they win game 5, I'm with you. I'm gonna jump back on board.
Fuck it. We here.
I'm gonna be over here like we here, motherfucker.
Brother,
I don't even think Dallas needs to get to game 6 to win game 6 to make the Celtics start shitting themselves. If they win game 5, oh my God.
Then it'd be like the Celtics about to be the first team in NBA history to give up a 3-0 lead in the finals.
I mean, it would be nice.
God damn it, I'm on board.
On principle, it would be nice to see them fail miserably, but
all right, Ant getting up out of here. Ant, bro, you have a good evening, bro. Continue.
I was just getting ready to ask him to talk.
The fuck Ant talking? Nobody. He talks enough on his own YouTube channel.
Oh, Ant, I love you though. Reach out to Culture Shock.
Only if they got a check, Anthony Donato. We're not playing that shit. We're not playing that shit. No. This is a capitalist society, Heather. You and I.
We down bad, and
yeah, come on,
hashtag
bro. No.
Reach out.
No. That's crazy though, because like the people think the basement don't really make no money. The basement make a pretty solid amount of money during the basketball season.
No, I would absolutely.
On par.
You guys do it.
Like no, like real shit though, like on par with what we would make from 5 reasons. Like just being honest with you. Like
well, that just goes to show the middleman takes out.
Well, I mean, to be fair to Ethan, like there is a clear cut, like he tells you up front, like what's going to happen. So you know what I mean? Like you accept those terms before you even start generating revenue for 5 reasons. Like he lets you know up front, like he's very honest about kind of like the process and how you'll be paid out and what you'll be paid out.
Right.
He's very honest there. But like
there's also nothing wrong with that until possibly you find another vibe.
Until like you can do it on your own. Like,
there's nothing wrong with what he's doing, like you said. But if you find magic in
another
way,
they are the standard, brother, and they are the standard for a reason. You know what I mean? So you just kind of like tip your cap to them and let them do their thing. But also, it was just like, yeah, we can generate a little change.
If you find magic in your own way, you should absolutely run with that.
We found a little magic. You know what I'm saying, Heather?
Absolutely, you did.
We found a little magic. So,
and thankfully, I found it at the same time because listening to them, I was about to fucking die.
That's how my dog Dolphin was.
Well, me and Dolphin got that in common because I was over here like there was a few nights that, like, I don't even remember now, but whatever the schedule was, like there were a few nights you guys were not on, but like I depended on it. And this was before I knew any of you guys personally at all. And I would like tune in and there would be like 4 white people and I would like fucking die inside. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? Where are they at?
Whenever you see,
and that's probably how I got to know y'all because I was probably like DMing like, where the fuck are y'all
at? Whenever you see a situation where there are mostly white people on the basement, it
was not a good look.
It's like 75%. No, it's more than that. It's like 95% of the time. It's because I decided that I wasn't doing the show that night. Right? there's a very clear cut um the parallel between me doing the show and other black people doing it. If I ain't doing the show, then the other niggas on the network are not doing the show. Like Shelton to do the show, but he's not a nigga. Georgia do the show, but he is also not a nigga.
Please don't let George do the show. I mean,
I don't know what
I
people be
like
thinking, bro.
George, but
I like
George,
everybody on the basement individually. Like I
yes,
can watch any combination of any members of the basement on a stream and be like entertained by the content. Everybody's
that's
not like that.
no, because even I have to say I have my favorites, but that's
Correct.
not wrong. That's
No, it's
okay.
not. There's no problem with that.
I
There's
like
no problem
Bubba.
with
I fuck with Bubba.
that.
I gave Bubba his name.
Correct.
I love Bubba.
It matters the vibe. When it's a slander night, I need the niggas on.
But to be fair, there are
That is
also
true.
times where everybody I like can be there. But just to be honest, like I miss TJ. Like
Yeah.
everybody I like can be on there. But if TJ's not there, yes, there's a part of my brain that says, oh my God, if only Twan was here. It's not a
Listen,
slight to
keeping
anybody else.
That's
It's
something
just
that I
when
like,
tried
Thread
to.
and New
Uh, huh?
when
Go
Thread
ahead,
and New
Chelsea.
pull up for that when Thread and New pull up for that we lost the first playing game stream, I'm I'm ready.
no, I'll go back even further. See, you don't know what you're talking about until you've seen Threat with his goddamn suitcase. See, what you don't know is when Threat brings out his suitcase and Twan brings out the where I go, you may not follow. You ain't seen pure
Oh, Nick.
fucking cinema.
I know the season
Nick.
over. When Brian pops up, the season has ended because he will not
Brian
be there
will
when it's
just
going
pop
in.
up and see the good thing about Brian though is that you won't even know it's coming. And Brian will just come up and be like, you know, God's not even real. And you don't even know it's
Brian comes up
coming.
and says, "Hi,
And
everybody."
you be like,
The season ended.
I'm
I can't even
personally
get
over
into
here
it.
like, Brian, tell me more. Like, I love Brian too.
Brian
But the
almost seems like he's not a Heat fan. He seems like he's just here to step on the grave once it's fully
that
buried.
so
He
what
just
you
comes
what
on
you're
and just
really
tap
saying is
dances
that
and leaves.
Brian is in his Kindle bag. That's what you're telling me.
Brian enjoys his life. He does not let the heat get in the way of that.
Kindle is the same way, to be fair. And so
I'm
is
not.
Threat, to
So
be
yeah,
fair.
Kendall and Thread are like that, but the Heat can ruin Kendall's day because Kendall is always
Yes.
watching. He watches every game.
But
Then you have the
Threat,
three versions of Bubba that are going on within the Dolphin season. You have middle season, but where he's happy, where he may
see,
slander a
the
little bit, and
difference
then you
is
have
though,
Dolphin
that,
season is over, Bubba, and
but
he's not.
listen, the true difference is though, Kendall will never really admit it. He will make a joke. Threat will tell you straight up, like, my mental health is not okay. I might fuck everybody on the goddamn timeline up. I am not talking about the Heat until
Yeah.
further notice. They're just
But
different. They got their own shit.
I try and explain this to my brother because my brother is he's a big fan of the fact that we do the basement. Like he loves it. But I keep trying to tell him, I was like, bro, I understand what my role is as the basement, and I understand that like without me being here, then it may not have been what it is. But
Right.
people don't just watch the basement for me. Like they
No.
have like everybody on this panel is beloved by some portion of the
Right.
basement's audience. You know what I mean? And so it's like you need all of us just to kind of make it work. And that's what I think the beauty of it is. Like it don't work
And the
without
beauty
certain
of it is
people.
that you do well individually with the great thing about you, in my opinion, is that you do well and you find a rapport with no matter who shows up for you each night. And that is a very big skill because not everybody can do that. Because the rest of us can sit around and be like, well, these are my favorite, these are my favorite. But to me personally, what I like about you is that no matter who shows up, you have that rapport with them. You can make it entertaining with whoever it is. And then I'm allowed to just sit over here and hate. Like, oh guy, y'all, your guy that always will show up for football, but he never shows his fucking face.
Now the
Who?
funny thing
What?
about Royal is Royal will
You
put
know
out a
who the fuck I'm
taken.
talking about.
Royal will put out a taken with a fester, and just like so he'll start slowly moving, and then you'll notice who be listening because it'll just start saying it slowly, and he do it to the playbook. He'll just throw in a little something
No,
and
the
let it
best
fester
ones are
over
where
there.
we get the like foreign dollars, and Royal just makes up wherever the fuck he thinks the dollars came from. That's the best shit. Some of the shit. One night he went into a full goddamn Shogun like act like I don't even know where he said the goddamn dollars came from. No,
But
you know what I'm talking about. This
yeah, it was. I
motherfucker
know
was
who it
like
was.
the
It was
God,
Jep.
no, no,
it
dollar.
was Jep because Jep gives me the dollars with like the P and whatever. But to
And I was
Chasu's point,
like,
Chasu, I
dead.
don't like people like you. Like I don't like people who can always catch me doing what I'm doing. Like
You
I
don't
like
gotta
people.
dissect.
Like leave me alone. Like don't tell my game plan out here.
No,
Let
I
me
need
play
people to
my.
get their own.
Well, I mean,
I
I
need
kind
people
of
to
just
have their.
did the
I
same
need people
thing,
to
to
have
be
their own
fair.
identity because it's me the niggas who like. I'm like, you do know he don't hate Tyler Hero as much as he puts out, but
But
then
we
y'all
like
niggas take
you
it.
because you do have your own identity, no matter who it is. I
No,
mean, think
Royal will
back to
say something
when
like
you guys first hired Harry, and you were
the
like, Harry might look like a child.
no, but Royal will say something like, I don't want Tyler Hero on my roster anymore, and then it'll slowly like it's like trickle down economics if it really worked. It slowly goes to, and then it gets to let's just trade him for like a first and hero for Kevin Herter. I'm like, okay, guys, that is not what he meant.
See,
Like I saw today, hero and a first for Alex Caruso. I'm like, what?
you
we
knew
And
what
was
so,
you
talking,
meant.
bro. We was talking about that in here. I was like, I would not trade Tyler Hero in any deal with the Chicago Bulls. I don't want to do that. I
But
keep
people have
Hero.
to come in here and realize that lies get told.
no, but Royal he'll just sway the community little by little, like the Duncan Robinson thing, little by little. He's not going to say he won't say it out his own mouth. He'll just let y'all take it, run with it,
That's
and
what
get
he
somewhere with
means
it.
by he gets along good with everybody. He lets them say what they say.
Brother, this is all like entertainment to me. From Twitter down to doing this. I keep telling people like I don't do this because like some people thought like I make my living off of doing the basement. I don't pay myself
No,
out of the
I don't
basement.
think
Like
that.
I do the basement because I
You
think
got
it's
a whole
fun.
ass family to support.
Correct. Like
Personally, at my grown age, I know that that's not what pays your
Hey, people
bills.
take that shit way too personally. I'm like, nigga, it's best. I don't give a
this
damn
is
about
That's
what someone says about
children.
these. All these niggas
it,
making multi-millions. That's when someone said you're going to defend Hero. I said that nigga has $120 million contract. What do I look like defending that nigga for?
bro.
He
Like
tough.
the only thing that pissed me off on Twitter ever is when people like start bringing my wife and shit into it. Like,
Yeah,
don't
that was too much.
they not on here talking.
Did we
Niggas
ever
have used
figure
my.
out who that was?
He
I know
got
he got
shit,
blocked,
man.
but
It's cool. Like I don't care. Like, it's just like, bro, they ain't got nothing to do with this.
it's just too much. Yeah.
But also, like, my life is very public. Like my Instagram is public.
Well, and
It's not
Royal
like
and I have had this conversation before. Like, at some point, we were fucking stupid and decided to put our real asshole Christian names as our goddamn Twitter handles
on
and said,
everything. On
let's be who
everything.
we are across
My name, like you can
Instagram,
find me
Twitter,
anywhere,
Facebook.
and if you find me, my family is right there in there. Like
Right, mine too.
I'm
So,
not surprised like that people were able to find it. It's just like,
no. But
bro,
to
I'm
be
not doing
fair,
anything. I'm not doing anything to warrant that.
it does cause
Also,
pause when something like that happens because it's like those crazy people are messing it up for everybody else because we're just here to have fun
But
and
it's also like Heather, like I
yeah.
don't view myself as somebody important enough to be doing that
no,
to.
like yeah, why are you sweating me to the point to where like
I'm really just out here talking about basketball on Twitter.
yeah, it's stupid.
It's like the people on Twitter will be like, man, Chef Trilly used to hate Hero. I'm like, this nigga's about a bag. If that nigga's cool with him, he's cool with him. Gives a fuck.
Come on now. Pivot.
Listen, I hate Kyle Lowry.
How did you turn
If
this
Kyle
into a
Lowry started
hero
inviting me to
conversation?
events and said, "Hey, Kyle's like, hey, here's, I don't know, $50,000 to say something good about me." Kyle Lowry is the best basketball player I've ever seen.
Correct. The
On
Miami Heat gave
Jesus?
him too much hate. Like, bro, you see, I done pivoted on Kyle Lowry too, just to piss people off. Like, I keep talking about the Terry Rozier trade because I don't
Gotta
see
make
why
it
they traded.
interesting.
I don't see why they traded Kyle Lowry for Terry Rozier. Just like something like that, though. Like, it's like I understand what I'm going to get back from that, but it's just like if I just go with the conventional thinking, like what all of you are going to tweet, then how would I ever get these sweet engagements?
I just like people who stand on business. If you don't like someone, hey, just say it. That's it.
You know
Hey,
what?
that's what I
I
say.
don't even
At
care if
John
you.
Jablanca, just say you don't like Tyler Hero, my brother.
Hey, bro,
It'll free you.
I call that nigga my little Padawan all the time, bro, because like I believe I birthed John Jablanca out of my loins. He just
Except for the excessive Duncan Robinson hate. I don't know. You can't always be like that.
well, you know what I'm saying. First of all, I used to be in that bag too, Chasu, and I just pivoted.
We all know. We all used to. Everybody thought Duncan Robinson was the second coming of Klay Thompson, and then he got paid.
I pivoted this year as a means to like further slander Tyler Hero, but like I was always anti Duncan Robinson.
Oh yeah, no, the move that suddenly let's keep dunking out of a trade. I said, keep dunking out of a trade for what? 42 games?
I've been listening since before 2021.
Correct.
And I have never in my life of anything I've ever heard, I've never heard anybody other than Lola herself say anything good about Duncan Robinson until
first of all, you're not gonna disrespect me because I call him my starting shooting guard.
Let me throw a caveat in there. One
funniest thing
moment
about
or two,
Duncan,
I decided to come in and thought I was in a good grace of public opinion, and for once I was going to have people like applaud me and say, "Yes, bitch." And I said, "You know what? Fuck Duncan Robinson." Well, let me tell you something. You will never find people who will take up for a motherfucker more than if Heather G. Klein says that they ain't shit. They might all agree for 3 or 4 years that they ain't shit. But let me come through and say, and think that I'm in popular opinion and say, you know what? So-and-so ain't shit. And
no, the funniest thing about Duncan was, everyone's like, he's just like virtual, like he's always playing. I was like, didn't he miss half the season last year? Because he had and then I was like, let me look it up. Him and Tyler has played the exact same amount of regular season games. I was like, this nigga not even.
You would not be spreading these vicious untruths about Duncan Robinson.
That's how I know people don't look stuff up. Because I was like, let me just Google this really quick to see if it's. It's like, man, Jalen Green, such a great scorer. I'm like, I think it's
bro, real shit, bro. That's how I could get so many lies off like unscathed because niggas just won't fact check. They won't fact check. They just take what I say and run with it.
It's like out there, like it was like someone said, "Yeah, the Duncan Terry Rozier backcourt.
To be fair,
it's really working." And then I went and looked up the numbers. I said, "It's the worst lineup all year."
You can shut the fuck up, Chasu. We were not going. What you was about to say, Heather?
Well, I just thought it was funny that you said people don't fact check because, to be fair, like that's how we have Trump supporters right now.
Correct.
Motherfuckers do not fact check. They do not care. No. They believe what they want to believe.
Correct.
And they enjoy what they want to enjoy. Now, for us, we are on the right side of things. We're enjoying what we should enjoy.
I go on Twitter and tell people that I'm a liar, and they still argue with me about.
They do. They still argue all the time. I see it. It's fucking hilarious because you
I don't
tell them
argue
literally daily. You tell.
I am a liar, bro. Like what I say on here, they don't. They just want to prove me wrong. How can you prove me wrong?
Royal is elite at his job. Because Royal will find the one thing to lie about, and he will. I can't remember. I think it was that Nets game where like they tied it up and went to overtime. And it was like Jimmy clearly overhelped and his fault, but the guy laid it up on Tyler Hero. So Royal just tweeted out, "Tyler, give it the guy, take it away. I should have never given him credit." I was like, "This is crazy." I was like, Jimmy just went for the steal and gave up the layup.
Because I remember because I talked about it on the post game show. Like on the post game show, I blamed Jimmy because it was Jimmy's fault. But bro, on the timeline, oh shit! Hey, bro, whatever fits my name. Hold on now. Oh, my wife is in the playback chat. Yeah, EJ Shepherd. That's my wife. She said he told me he wasn't shit when we first met. That was the one time he told the truth.
She said you.
Ro said I never told a lie, but once.
Except this one time.
All right, Abby, bro. Good night, bro. But I did tell her that like from the beginning. Like I told her, I was like, hey, bro, I'm not shit, bro. Like, so if you gonna fuck with me, just understand that I ain't shit. I had my best friend tell her too.
Royal.
She stuck around.
If it
now she get the benefits.
If it makes you feel better, when I first met my husband, I met him in a mall. I was 17.
That's crazy. My wife met me in a mall.
Hold on a second. It gets better. I met him, and we talked for a few, and he said, I'll tell you this. I don't really have any money. I'm taking care of my grandmother. My grandfather just died yesterday. But we can pop some Jiffy Pop popcorn, and we will watch a movie. And if you're down for that, you call me back. And I went home, and I was like, you know what? I have heard a lot of bullshit in my day. But this motherfucker just straight up told me that he did not have shit. But he was completely true. And like for the next year that we were together, we could not go anywhere after like 5:30 p.m. because when it got dark, his grandmother would get scared and he had to be home. And to me, I said, you know what, asshole or not, everything else going on, people are people. He cares about his people. And that's what mattered to me. It didn't matter to me what you had. It didn't matter about the money or the job or whatever. To me, what mattered was that at the end of the day, you cared about the people who had cared about you. And that's what always mattered to me. So
I ain't gonna hold you. My wife gave me a pair of headphones. And she just said in the chat, like, she gave me a pair of headphones. Like, this was after we had sex for the first time. First time me and my wife had sex was in a Motel 6.
Not the Motel 6.
And I made her pay for half of it, Heather.
Thank you. Because, you know.
I made her pay for half of the shit. Hey, brother, we wasn't making no money then.
Motherfuckers was struggling. Thank you.
Brother, she paid for half that Motel 6 and gave me some headphones the next morning. Ugh! I was like, all right.
I bought some Air Force Ones.
Air Force Ones?
Yeah.
Damn, in my last relationship, we broke up on Valentine's Day because she said I don't text enough. I said, bet.
Well,
I won't text.
That's what
I
me
won't
and Royal
text you
trying to
ever
tell you.
again.
That's that millennial shit.
Ma'am,
We trying to tell you about that real love shit.
Hold on. It was not a Holiday Inn. It was absolutely a Motel 6, bro.
I heard that. You always start nonchalant. You damn right. And I will not be talking to you ever again.
You talking about children shit. We talking about grown up shit.
I'm talking about protecting my peace.
We talking about long-term marriages out here.
Wasn't no goddamn texting. We didn't have no text. We had beepers.
Well,
motherfucker.
By the time there was texting available, Heather.
Rose said, hold up.
Nope.
So wait a minute.
Don't do me like that, Roy.
There's an age gap here, Heather. Like there's a significant age gap here, bro. Like
you're right.
Royal said, I don't know about you. I was
listen.
He said I was
I'm not gonna tell you no lie.
I was texting.
Royal got about 5 years difference, and that
5
unlimited night and weekend plan was real back in the day. But Royal knows what I'm saying.
You said 5? Hey, I know you out 43,
Don't do it.
I don't know the exact number.
The real point is
it's more than 5 years. That's the real point.
The real point is he knows what I'm saying when we talk about where you find real love is when truly you don't have anything. Neither one of you have anything. You have standards, but you don't have anything like financially. And then you build that shit together. And that is what really makes the biggest difference.
Yeah, bro.
I don't care how old you are. The truth is,
bro, when I start making a decent amount of money, All I want to do is spend it on my wife.
Exactly. And
That's it.
same, you know what? And me and my husband have gone kind of back and forth. Like he's had his moments where like everything was great and it was his time, and I was kind of struggling and dealing with the kids and this and that,
You
and
listen
like
to it?
he was doing better, and then that kind of flipped, and like I'm doing better, and that's like the definition of a true real marriage. Like
Hell, you know what you talking about.
yes, that's the
You
truth.
know, she listening.
Everybody is not me. That's why I don't like to see people act like the man's supposed to do everything, or you should do this, or like I saw a meme the other day that said some shit like a man said he makes six figures and the six figures is 106,000. Bitch, you better be glad. Like what is wrong with bitches?
Crab legs 3 times a week, B.
Yes, like what the fuck is wrong with hoes? Like we was on food stamps. We was
Heather,
barely fucking making it.
I just
What
got a
happened to
text.
these bitches? What is
Heather,
wrong?
I got a text just today saying for my birthday, you want to go to Nobu. Nobu.
What's
Who can
Nobu?
afford that shit?
What
It's
is it?
it's like a fancy, like
No,
you know
I
when you
know
go
what
on
it
Google
is.
and you
I'm
look
just
up a
saying
You
I've
trying to
restaurant.
take
never
me to
been.
It
Golden
got
Corral and call it a day?
You
So I can
better.
get me some extra rolls to put in my purse?
You better go to the Red Lobster and get a cheddar biscuit.
For those of
No,
y'all who
I
don't
can make
know,
my own.
that is my wife talking. She came down here because she's
I'm
listening to
glad
the
she
Play Like My
came.
Phone. She on
I've
the
been wanting to
microphone.
talk to her forever. I'm so glad she
Mic check,
came.
mic check.
Thank
Oh yeah,
you for
I can tell
coming.
I can tell she can outwit Royal in a battle of words.
Only on a
That's
good
going
day.
7.
Not when I'm feeling like a bitch.
No, but the truth is, like, you stand up for your partner. Some of you have, you have good times, you have bad times. Like, that's a marriage.
Don't worry
Like,
about
you
it. I'll
just,
fight you hoes on Twitter now.
hey,
Don't get
girl,
it
you better
twisted.
tell them. You better get Susan. I don't know where she came from, but you better find her.
No. I'm gonna get Eunice.
She talking about the bitch you texted me.
Oh,
She saw it on Instagram.
don't worry about it. Susan on number 1 on the list.
Susan was trying to damn do something.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna finish what she was gonna try to do. As soon as this game over.
No, but I
1
do
minute
really
and
feel like
44 seconds.
sometimes,
Don't talk crazy with these
these
folks on the
people, these
internet.
younger people don't really know what it takes to make a marriage work,
Would
is
be
all I'm
nasty.
saying. That shit is not all pretty. It is not all good. You have to fight for it and you have to really work for it. And I just feel like these kids have like just
Yeah, I
lost
don't fight.
that.
I shoot.
They get too involved with like TikTok and shit. Like, motherfucker, we ain't got no money. The
At the
fuck
end
are
of the
you
day,
watching?
I
Like,
think people have romanticized like way too far, like what daily marriage or like love should look
yeah,
like.
that
God
shit is
damn it, because
not
it ain't
like
all
that.
shit. Dubs and roses.
No.
Niggas
Like, I
don't got
hate
to.
you today.
Yes. Get the fuck away from me.
Like, my husband
Don't leave the
literally
house.
left an hour ago and was like, I don't even want to talk to you. That's fine. I'm
But
not
don't
even
leave the house.
mad.
Go in
I
the
got
other
shit to
room.
do.
Right. Like wash the dishes.
Right. Tomorrow is another day.
Amen.
It's okay. Like, bitch,
Go be
get your
mad.
life together. Stop acting like a man has to be perfect every day.
Cause
Also,
you
don't expect me
that
to be perfect every day. I'm a whole goddamn clusterfuck.
That's what I'm saying. So
hello.
what? I cheated.
You a
So what? I
Virgo?
cheated 6 times. We need to come together and make sure I don't cheat a 7.
You got to think about how me cheating affects me.
Exactly. How do you think that? How hurt do I feel seeing that you're hurt, but my actions?
Why in the hell are we talking
Who
about
talking crazy
cheating?
like that?
Chelsea.
Child Sue,
Elsu,
don't get cold
who
food out
is
here.
talking about cheating?
I talk about the struggles in a relationship. You know, we have the
No,
ups
Chelsea, you
and the
took it
You
too
don't
downs.
sound
far.
like you on the same key and page as me and Heather.
We was talking about not liking each other's TV shows and shit. You went too goddamn far,
Right.
Chelsea.
Like, why you driving so fast today? Bitch, get in
I
this
mean, we're
All,
lane.
talking
Why are you
about
driving
all I'm
other
behind this
saying
shit,
is
car?
Chelsea.
some downs are lower than the other, but you know we need to come together.
No, I can't do that with you, Chelsea. I
We
I
have
can't
to
done
just
we
go
have
fucked
to
our
there.
we
whole
have to
conversation up.
remember
Y'all ain't even
it's not
talking about
my
basketball
fault.
no more.
It's your fault for making me do it.
No, it
No,
ain't.
you
It's your fault
are.
for making your own bad decision without consulting me.
Yes.
And see, My decision, our decision.
Exactly.
I'm
It is
over
our
here talking
decision. But if
about
you
I
make it
might
by
want to
yourself,
watch.
that's the bad decision.
That's what I'm trying to tell
No.
him, Chelsea. You got to take the me out of this relationship.
You
It's
cannot
us.
do it with me.
It's we
Ain't no
when we
me.
But
mad.
listen, me upside down is we. We.
Right. Tell them. But on
Ain't
a
no but.
day-to-day basis, I might not like you today, and that's okay too.
Right.
It don't mean that we going around cheating. That's a whole Chelsea. You
Bet
went too
not.
far,
Because I
man.
will kill whoever
Yeah,
it
you
is.
went too far, Chelsea.
No pun intended. No whatever rights that y'all
All I'm
got taken
saying is,
away.
I
I
will
live,
shove this
I live,
phone. I'll make you eat this phone.
I live in
3
I live
times.
in a world of if you cheat, but no one's there to hear about it, then it
What?
happens.
Come
My
on now.
spirit is there
If
to
a
hear
tree
about it.
falls in the woods,
I'ma
Chelsea,
hear it.
Now listen.
Exactly.
I'm going to hear it. I have mommy ears. I hear everything. I hear
As
you
you're
breathing.
a parent and you have gotten to a grown age, that shit is different.
I
Now,
hear
I
you
will say,
tiptoeing in your
if it's
Jordans.
not my life and it's not my relationship, and say it's a friend of mine and they are struggling,
Okay, fine.
in my grown age, I have learned I don't have the bandwidth for it. So if you're happy, bitch, I'm happy. I
Just
don't
don't
want
have
you
no
getting
extra
beat
friends.
up or, like anything stupid. But, if you choose to be with somebody that has made a mistake and you decide that y'all, in my 20s, I had a whole lot of opinions about shit like that. But as I got older, I was like, you know what? I can only deal with my own life. I can't do this shit
Don't
with you.
don't worry, Heather. Bitches ain't getting beat up in my house.
No, they
I
getting
can't
ran
do
over.
it,
we don't
but I
beat
will
nobody up
kill
over here.
you.
We don't beat nobody up over here. I don't throw hands with my wife.
No. Oh,
No,
you
no,
talking about
no,
that?
That's not what I meant at all.
I
I'm
don't.
talking about it because I'd be in jail. I wouldn't be talking to y'all right now. We can
No, I
backtrack on
totally get it.
that.
I'm the same way.
I had
Mine
both
has
motherfuckers
learned
First of
away.
all, she can
the
talk about
key
she'll
to a
be in
good
jail. She'll be
marriage.
unconscious. First of all,
If I had but you right now.
if I decide to fight your motherfucking ass,
If I
brother,
had but you
you're
right
going
now.
to get the coldest two piece.
Right, if I had
When
but
you
you
wake up
Royal,
Royal
without
don't
said,
3-4 teeth.
Royal said, I would never, but if I did,
But if
But
I
if you
did,
did,
if I had to, bang, 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 bang. Come on, bro.
one head,
Royal,
one
I firmly believe
right.
that your wife's two-piece would fuck you all the way up. And I'm
Two-piece
sorry. You
headbutt.
know I love
One
you.
headbutt
All right,
you
You
listen,
know I
right
listen.
love
now.
you on
I understand.
basketball
I
and
understand.
Twitter.
Listen, you
But
you
you
gotta
fucked up.
defend women in this situation. But I'm
I
just telling you,
absolutely always will.
I'm just telling you the God honest truth.
A
I would
biscuit
beat
with
my wife
honey.
the fuck up. Like it would
A
not.
biscuit with honey. I will headbutt you right now.
It will not be. It will not be close. She would be asleep.
If I take these glasses away and
No.
headbutt him, he's over with.
You can't
He
even
can't
see,
see. He
she
won't even
said.
see it coming.
See, brother.
She said you ain't even
You
gonna
let
see
that
it.
shit. You let that shit. You let that shit. I'm near and farsighted, so I might not get. But I can see that blurry ass.
You
What it is.
literally just admitted you won't see the near nor the far.
No, I won't. But I can see that silhouette, and all I got to do is aim 1-2 times. If one of these shits connect, it's over with.
If I alligator on your ass,
Listen, bro.
you ain't gonna catch me.
Listen, bro.
That's
What,
it.
bro?
I'm gonna whop your ass in. Don't have these people.
Wop.
That dot fucking mud. Wop. If I do my stuff. Well, okay, guys, the game is over. Apparently, we have another one of these. We'll do a goddamn playback for that one too, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't do another playback unless Eunice comes.
I'll come to the party.
You bet. Please come to the playback. I'm the only girl in here. Please.
Don't worry, I got you, Heather.
All
But
right,
yeah,
girl.
y'all have a good evening. I'll fuck with y'all next time.
Yeah.
Thank you.